The seals have been broken, and the devils are here. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Sentinels of the Horizon, our powered by Cortex superhero extravaganza, where we actually have two shows going on side by side. This is one half of it. On the other half, it's on Saturdays. That's the Heroes of the Horizon. Tonight, we have the Sentinels. So, thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to go ahead and get into tonight's show as fast as humanly possible or inhumanly possible, depending on which series you enjoy. And something fell.
Is it a cricket?
No.
Okay.
Cricket Man has come back for the vengeance.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a cricket. It was a small bug, but it's fine. Anyway,
I don't like it.
we're going to go ahead, do some announcements, jump into some shout-outs, and then roll right on in to our game tonight. So, first things first, let's jump into tonight's game of Sentinels of the Horizon. Tonight's episode is episode 2, entitled Rare Elements. Atomica's lab is rather well furnished. It is one of the most advanced facilities on the planet, the Horizon Foundation building in and of itself. And this is a lab dedicated to science within the most advanced facility on the face of the planet. So it's got a few bells and whistles. Dr. Atomica is upset that she wasn't given access to the miniaturized CERN particle accelerator that Relativity was able to build.
I want to travel time. Gimme.
But there are plenty of instruments for examining and studying all kinds of scientific phenomena. And where Atomica is currently working, you're waiting on the results of a chromatograph. A device that gives you the chemical breakdown as well as isotope readings of what it is that you're working with. The rest of the Sentinels are doing what the Sentinels do best and waiting for Atomica to tell them what the science is and hanging out in the lab waiting for Atomica to finish what she's doing.
We know better than to push the buttons.
Except Threshold's probably pressing some buttons.
Demiurge.
Why did I give you this idea?
While the machine is running, I'm just sitting on like one of those crummy little spinning office chairs with my arms like this and my head down, just in place, doing a little spin, just waiting and waiting and waiting. And every so often, I just pipe up with, "Don't touch that," regardless of whether or not anybody's touching anything.
It's a safe assumption.
The lab is in it's in a mild state. Any open surface has a half completed bit of machinery and or like I don't know, maybe I hesitate to say plant life, but it's organic. Plugged into it. There are a number of fast food boxes pushed into the wall as though it's like a cascading. Like imagine if you wanted to go skiing, but on Arby's boxes. That's what you're dealing with. It's kind of shoved up against the wall. There's probably a garbage can underneath all of it. You're not really sure anymore. Are we subterranean or are we above ground?
Oh, subterranean for damn sure.
Okay. Then whatever, like, I imagine there is a natural, like, capital N, capital L, natural light TM, like, display screen. It's still got the shades drawn on it for the fake light that's coming through. There's a TV in the corner. It's got a big crack through the upper right side of it, to which there is a console of your choice plugged into it and a couple of beanbag chairs. The lab is otherwise fairly roomy, and anything you touch will either beep, screech, or not explode, but kind of go the moment you touch any of it. That's the state of the lab as I sit there in my chair, spinning.
I mean, I did mean that Threshold was touching buttons. Out of curiosity, of the tech that is out, is there a particular overarching interest to the tech that Atomica has in their lab?
Oh, it is so scattershot. She is clearly trying to build a robot dog of some sort in one corner, but it's only got the one leg, and when you touch it, it goes ha 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 ha. But otherwise doesn't move. There is a box with like these rods kind of shoved through it, and there's just a sticky note on it that says particle acceleration ? And then another one next to it that says, for Christ's sakes, do not touch. Yeah, it runs the gamut. There's a beaker that's just, again, it's the Bunsen burner underneath it is off, but the beaker is there and it's green, and it does kind of vibrate. If people get close to it, it moves. If people step away from it, it stops moving. She's all over the place. And none of them are finished. Everything seems like it's in a half state.
I'm pretty sure Demi is currently cleaning up the mess of fast food waste that is currently there because cannot do work with this.
Don't touch anything.
Do you want to be able to not have roaches in here?
I'm testing a roach trap.
No, you're not.
Did the expo make the news?
Yeah, actually. Chernabog, would you be in a beanbag chair with a drink?
Oh, obviously, I'm going to be sitting in beanbag chair.
Yeah.
This is very boring. I'm not having the greatest time. Doctor is always really slow. I could be doing literally anything else. But Building Man tells me I have to come with you guys for some fucking reason. Like cell phones don't exist. You can call me and tell me, hey, look, it's totally this or totally that. I don't know.
We have Firebrand versus Capcom. What's the problem?
I just don't want to be in this beanbag when I could be in my beanbag.
Demi plops down on the other beanbag, boots up the console.
Well, as you go to sit down, Chernabog flipping through channels while drinking on the TV.
Yes.
Sounds about the right vibe. The TV flips to the news, where you see a picture of the Javits Center from the water with a massive hole in the back of it. And
that was us.
No, that wasn't us. That's not us this time.
Oh no, this is
It
another
pops
building.
up and turns.
I'm sorry. Yes, I forget about the expo. Yes.
How drunk are you?
Yes.
He knows. This guy knows.
It's my job to know.
The news is saying that the heroes of the horizon have averted cataclysmic damage that may have caused a untold loss of life in the Lower East Side. No, not Lower East Side. Yeah, near the Javits Center. Estimates say that a quarter of New York City could have been lost in a matter of minutes had the heroes not stepped in at the right time. Relativity has declined to comment and will be giving a full rundown of the events shortly, before News Strider moves on to the next bit of news. Yes, there is a well-dressed ninja with a full face mask and red scarf currently giving the news. It just says News Strider at the bottom.
See, it couldn't have been us. It's on the news.
Fuck,
Spins
man,
in
I
chair.
miss one of the expos, and it ends up being the cool one. I try and go do you go to the expos? And she's like slowly wheeling a chair over to Atomica. Do you
Expos
show-
are a waste of my time and everyone else's.
No, there's some
I
good
agree.
shit there. Have you been? She points over to Turnabuck.
I have been one time to this. It turned out not to be same as what I expected. I like when you go to place and they have like big turkey leg, like a spare. I thought it would be more like this, but was less like this. And I was very bored because the food they did not have food. It was not the same thing.
The last time I remember going to that, like the food was like $25 for a hot dog, and I feel like that was just a fucking front for something at that point. But
Right,
that
exactly. Like hot dog, you can get outside for like $3. Why would I pay to go in building to see assholes in suits show me like here is expensive hot dog?
Because expensive.
Oh my god, hot dog.
it's the Javits Center. It's the Javits Center. They gotta make money somehow with all the people coming in.
As Dr.
That's
Atomica says, "Oh my god, hot dog." The machine that is currently the spectrograph lets out a little bing.
Oh.
is that only pot
That'll
pie?
have to wait then.
Oh, pizza's here.
I hate you all. This is science. Alright. I go over to
I
the
did
machine.
put
Like,
pot
like
pie in the machine over here. Is this not?
there's a
microwave?
hot dog somewhere in this room. Just don't touch it, okay?
Oh, that thing's looking like weird and gelatinous. I wouldn't eat that.
As
Don't-
Chernobog goes to check the microwave that has been off for the past like 5 minutes, you know, you put it in there, you
I
hit
said
2
not
minutes, you
press
walk
button.
away.
I thought automatic.
Why does it have a clock on the front of it?
It's really need
tell
access
time?
to that particle accelerator. Would you mind? I'm trying to check the science machine. Swear to
So
God,
if you check the
people.
science machine, we're gonna have you roll.
Sure.
Let's get a roll here. Let's start rolling bones. I need an intelligence. Science.
Science. Intelligence, and then there's where's this? Science? Are you? You're a D10. You're a D10. I need a D. Okay. Okay, and then let's go with smartest person in the room. Clearly, what to do as my distinction and my superhuman intelligence as well. There we go. What am I trying to beat?
Let's have a roll here.
Oh god. Oh, I just dropped a die. Oh god.
You
got
are
it.
trying to beat an 8.
Oh, that should be doable.
Why would you say that out loud?
Don't,
That's
yeah.
doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally doable. Totally
Did you do it?
doable. Yeah. That is 14, 13 with a D10 effect die.
Ooh.
Good
Science,
news,
yep.
everyone.
13 beats by 5.
They do.
So that means that's a D12 effect die.
Yeah, bitch.
Science.
I'm a science bitch.
So, there's a lovely readout that Atomica has right in front of her. It is very much the isotope that is currently known as promethium. It has... It's one of the more stable isotopes that you've seen. You know that there have been samples which are extremely volatile. These seem pretty stable. Similar to the ones that fell on... Well, it is a chunk of one of the pieces that fell during the Promethean rain. It's a big chunk, too. It's about the size of a closed fist.
Oh shit. Okay.
Inside of... It kind of looks like one of those bank canisters that you throw through the tubes. And there is very specifically placed plastique charges, Semtex, around the outside. It doesn't look like, from what you can see, your instruments didn't pick up a detonator. There is a place for one, but it is not specifically installed right now. So this is safe, so long as you don't apply a charge to the Semtex.
So don't do this in touch.
Pull the canister out and go, well, it's a bomb, all right.
Oh my god, a bomb.
Well, how how are they looking to deploy it?
Here's the issue. Promethium is not it's not an explosive. It's not particularly explosive. Like, you could have far better materials for any kind of bomb that you would want to make if you were going for destruction. This also, the Semtex is particularly shaped to increase dispersal. It's wide form shape. It's not a focused shape. It's specifically meant to spread.
So, Atomica, if we're looking at this and it's meant to be a bomb, there are other things. There are more efficient ways to blow a house up.
Sure.
What's the end goal? What is the actual, is there anything else in it? Is it just the promethium?
It's promethium and Semtex, so, nobody will lick it. Best I can figure, they're trying to get this stuff. No, stop. Best I can figure, they want to spread around a bunch of promethium everywhere.
What would be the effect? Is it like biohazardous to everybody?
Is it like dirty bomb? Like does it do thing where, the energy from spreading it is toxic to people? Like, because it's different than the original now? Like, does it? What would be the point unless they're trying to make more people or something? I mean,
I'm a little worried that you know about dirty bombs, but didn't know what the expo was.
Look, I have specific channels I watch. Okay,
I mean, it's a valid.
Some of them you pay for if you get what I say. They don't have a lot of news. And also, I grew up where, well, I guess grow up is bad. I feel like I have inherent knowledge of explosives from past.
So if you wanted to get a whole lot of promethium onto a very large concentration of people, this would be a good way to do it. The end result I can only hypothesize on. I mean, the four of us are sitting in this room. I think it's clear to say that it would have untold effects on physiology of anybody who breathes in the stuff.
Well,
I've never snorted powdered promethium, though.
There haven't been any studies yet on, the effects?
Powdered promethium.
Not
Sorry,
the snorting.
need to make a
I
note.
mean, whatever, snort, I guess. Whatever your playtime of choice is, but you know what I mean.
Was that an in-character hand raise, or was that an out-of-character hand raise?
Oh, this was definitely in character.
Okay.
I am actually curious. You may not understand or not realize, but I actually have interest in promethium myself to see if it is possible to make one's powers more powerful than original. Or is promethium like one-time thing? Is something I've never had sample in front of me. Obviously, shit's very expensive. I don't know, Doc. Is this something you know of, or is this something that's available to us? Is information?
With the D12, I can say that Atomica is familiar with this. There are some theories that steroidal application of promethium could yield enhanced capabilities. But it doesn't look like this specific sample has been doctored in any way other than just being raw promethium that could be dispersed from looking at the bomb as well, the way it's designed. You're guessing something to the tune of a 30 block radius. It feels almost proof of concept, this thing.
Yes.
Possible hypothesis, if you will allow me.
Yeah, go ahead, obviously.
Because I honestly think you're on track with the dirty bomb, but not knowing much about dirty bombs other than like the base concept of it, but thinking about who was actually going to buy it, specifically those desperado-looking motherfuckers, those would be an issue that I reckon it would be along the lines of a threat more than an actual thing to do to people. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Like-
no, it makes total sense. If it was good thing, they wouldn't be like exchanging gunfire over it, and then also it wouldn't be like some weird bomb thing. Like I don't think you go to doctor's office and they give you shot with Simtex. Last I checked. So yes,
No,
I believe this is meant for evil.
Well, not just
Pushes something
evil.
with her foot behind a counter.
Hey, what the fuck?
Don't worry
Are
about
you
it.
trying to give me shot with Simtex?
See,
worry about it.
here's the thing I'm keep thinking of is that like if with something like this, especially 5 of them, that would reckon that they would want to. I would use that if I was in that position, to more of a threat, more like if you don't comply with X orders or X like demands, then we're gonna drench all of Manhattan in it.
An ultimatum rather than an end goal, I think, is
Yeah,
what he's trying
that's
to
where
say.
I'm going. So
Yeah.
a more
Consider-
show of power more than anything else.
Following
But
that
again,
line,
that's with not knowing much. So
yeah. Well, following that line of thought, I mean, who would this be the biggest threat to? There are extremists out there who really don't give a shit about us and our existence. So this would be probably a very effective threat against those type of people. Are there any, fuck, I don't know, parades or anything we need to worry about for protests for the Prometheans coming up?
oh god, that would. Prometheus.
Okay, Google. What parades are coming up?
I missed the one Glass was in. Really pissed.
The
Why
the
would you want to
next
be in a parade with glass?
No, I don't want to be in the parade. See, what I usually do is, and she leans in and whispers into Atomica's ear,
I'm pretty.
Looks at
We
you.
have. PR is gonna have a fucking no. You can't do that with your portals.
I do that all the time. That's the secret.
I like secrets.
I didn't hear this. I didn't know about this, and I hope you wash your fingers afterwards.
That's why
Don't
you wear
touch anything in
gloves!
this lab.
That's really not where you wear gloves because of fingerprints, but you know, also for prostate exams.
Concerning. Anyway, what's that fucking Google say?
the Google had already replied. The reply had been the next scheduled parade is set for Thanksgiving Day.
Which is the Thanksgiving parade, so I
It's
reckon
a little off. It's a little bit ways away. Nothing major aside from that. No the expo coincided with the Promethean Pride Parade. So it kind of the parade terminated at the expo. So there doesn't seem to be anything big going on that way.
Consider too that this is only one of 5. This thing can
Right.
disperse out to a 30-block radius. Well, 30 times 5 is a number. It's a bit bigger than most
150.
parades.
How big is Manhattan in terms of blocks again?
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah, that's scientifically accurate.
I would have to ask our boss, honestly, offhand. I do not know.
I mean, regardless, they could whether
Okay,
it's
Google.
a threat. Oh my god.
How big is Manhattan?
Calculating.
Even if this isn't
Listen, I've spent many days in New York. I don't know how many blocks is in the fucking city.
that's a weird thing to keep in your memory. Even if this is just a threat, opposite side. Let's just say you drop all 5 over Manhattan. We don't fully understand the effects of promethium on a human population, right? But
Yes, this is big question. Is like, what is point? Like,
what does it
what
do?
is point of blowing up shit that doesn't do anything, or does it do things? That's the thing.
Oh,
Regardless,
no, it'll absolutely do something. It's
Yeah.
just a question of what. It's the problem with promethium is that it, while completely fucking stable most of the time, it is dangerously unpredictable in the effects it has on people. Some of us it makes really fantastically strong. Other people, then I look at the 3 of you. Actually, I don't have any idea why any of you can do what you do, which, side note, we should have a little team meeting where I get to bombard you guys with, like, and then I just gesture to the lab. I would love to know how any of you work. Especially you. You're a god or something? That makes no sense. But
Yes, like you give me the correct drugs, I will do whatever you say. We've already discussed this in past. Like I am down to party with needles. I don't know. Sounds fun.
That makes me more concerned about what parties you've been to.
Focus,
You don't
Atomica,
want
focus.
to know.
There's approximately 262 blocks north to south.
Hmm.
All right, so basically all
Most of the
New
city.
York would be pretty fucked.
Well, Manhattan anyway.
Yeah, this is what they mean. Like island would be like not
Hold
island,
on.
but little
Hold on, I just-
peninsula.
This is something weird, but like, has anyone done any like analyses on if it does anything to non-living substances, like concrete or anything like that?
Well, the
Like
whole
explicitly, what if we set off promethium and spread it around concrete? Like, what does it do long term, kind of thing? Does anyone?
Dr.
anyone done that
Tomica
yet?
can answer that easily in the fact that the entire planet was bombarded with the stuff during the Promethean rain, and no structural damage was occurred. What did occur was that individuals that were normal, everyday people all of a sudden started expressing these traits, thus named Prometheans, after the god of gifting of fire.
Hmm.
And that's the long and short of it.
Thank you, Doctor.
I try.
Well, listen, if this
Like
is
I said, it's largely a nerd.
if this is something Warlock's their gang's looking to get their hands on, it could even just be a distraction for something else.
Crossbones, not Warlock.
Crossbones, sorry. Well, I thought we knew that is an affiliation.
You made that leap.
Fair.
That was your deduction.
Yes.
I was just making sure that you didn't have any solid
Fair.
evidence.
That's right. We don't know if this is going to be one of our Kojima games.
Conry's running it.
We're already halfway there.
No, this is nothing. You ain't seen nothing.
I feel really attacked.
Have you watched Stellar Age? Do you have a whiteboard yet?
I want to. I really want to. That's on my list.
You should feel attacked. Hand-to-hand combat is the basis of all combat.
CQC.
So my point is that this could, I have no fucking idea what it actually does. Assuming it has to have an effect, otherwise don't go through all that money trying to fucking buy it. It could also be a distraction
from
for
the
something else.
And I believe they know the effects. That like we may not know the effects, but they do. So I feel like maybe is there a way to contact these people and maybe ask them nicely to explain how this works? Do we have leads on this?
We have the case. I reckon we could probably do something with the case, not the Semtex, but the case itself. But
I
Fair
don't know. Does
point.
it have guy's name on it? Is Samsonite? Like
good. Let's take a look at the case.
There's this wonderful thing called fingerprints, DNA analysis, and I'll just
There you go.
boom. All right.
So is Atomica using the Atomica computer?
Yeah.
The
God.
Atomoputer.
The Atom. Yeah.
hi.
I-
Atomica.
Oh God. I take the case and kind of slide it underneath this. It almost looks like a flatbed scanner with a reading lamp on it, where it's like an arm that then bends at 90 degrees at the top, and there's a little track along the bottom. And she kind of plunks it under that thing, wheels her ass over in front of a keyboard, and it's just clack, 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 clack. This thing kind of whirs to life and does a little like pass over the case. And I'm looking for like fingerprints, I'm looking for hair, I'm looking for a serial number, anything, any
Okay.
identifying marks on the case.
So I would like then a intelligence, awareness with investigation as a specialty, or technology is acceptable as well. And then obviously
Okay.
distinction and
Yeah.
power, if you have super
Power,
intelligence
the-
would count.
Totally. I don't imagine this is a situation where like my specialty in engineering comes in. Like that doesn't feel this is like
No,
forensic
no,
stuff.
you've already
Yeah,
built
no.
Hardak. It's doing its job now.
Would
Yeah.
would Threshold be able
In
to
that
help?
case,
Specifically, because she's pretty well versed in not being caught and technology, so there would be maybe precautions, places to look that you wouldn't ordinarily.
Okay.
By all means.
Then I already have the difficulty I need to roll against. It is a difficulty 14. So whoever is the primary is going to go last. All
Big
the
brain.
helpers go first.
Big brain.
But, okay. I could,
That's why you
honestly,
need
I
the
internally
band
also
to keep all the
too,
brain
It
in.
keeps the brains in. Well, actually, so here's the thing: is it's actually got a strip inside of it. I use it as sort of a direct neural interface to. We'll get into it later.
Nerd.
Yes.
Who is helping?
But yes, help me. Me.
Threshold will.
Okay, so same die pool.
Yep.
And whatever your effect die is, it will be added as a asset to Atomica's final roll.
Love to be an asset.
Huge assets.
What I had to beat
14.
14. Ugh. All right, fine. Yeah, then I would give you a D8.
Hey, that's sick.
D8's a healthy die in Cortex.
That is.
I was
that is a
trying to
very
give you the
healthy die.
D12.
You gave me any D at all. As long as you're giving me the D, it's all that
I
matters.
was trying to give you the biggest G.
Anyway,
Listen, 8 is respectable.
intelligence, technology, smartest person in the room. God help me. Superhuman intelligence, and the help of my good friend over here going like, now if I was a criminal scumbag, which I'm not, but if I was,
Yeah.
telling me where to
totally
look.
Wow.
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 Listen, I can't speak for your character. I don't know what she would actually say. Wait, no, those are good. Okay. Ha 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 ha. That's a 9 and an 8, so that's a 17
Mm-hmm.
with a hot D10 effect die.
Ooh, okay. While investigating, you find a couple of fingerprints that were specifically... Most people, when they wipe down stuff for fingerprints, they wipe down the outside, they wipe down the handle, they wipe down the clips. They don't wipe down the inside as much. Because they're thinking, aha, I don't want anybody touching this. So on the inside lip, Threshold points out to double check that area. And Atomica, sweeping over it, is able to find a fingerprint.
Bingo.
Running it through the computer, and the access that the Foundation happens to have to certain Union files. By the way, Union... Let's see here. Actually, it would be a Unity file. If I open up the correct fucking thing, because I have my character Bible. There it is. Ta-da! Unity is the United Nations Intervention Task Force... no. United Nations Intervention Tactics Initiative. That's what Unity is. They have a list of people that Relativity has made available to those on specific group access levels inside of the Horizon Foundation. Atomica's one of them. Said fingerprint belongs to a Stan...
What the hell?
Sorry.
Oh, the hot dog's done. 1 second, y'all.
I
Yeah.
got the pizza here.
This will be Wi-Fi, I believe.
In
Never
Canada
mind, hot
for
dog's
what?
not done.
In Canada for 3 weeks and you're already saying sorry.
Sorry then.
All right. Stan Herschel Gibbon.
Stan Herschel Gibbon.
They're a construction worker.
Hmm.
No. They have the Promethean expression of enhanced grip strength.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, belongs to a Promethean. Sorry about the noise. I should have reached over and grabbed one of the speakers and just crunch it. Meant to turn that off. We got a person we can start looking into.
Demi
I
leans
don't
over
do
the thing.
phone calls, so.
Good, I do. Looks over. Construction worker?
What?
Apparently, he's really good at gripping things.
They're like 30. He's 36 years old.
Got a family?
He only has an address listed.
What? What? Why are you
Family?
laughing? I don't understand.
I'm going to go.
Are you planning to, like?
I'm going to go search his name on
hostage?
Facebook and other relevant social medias.
Okay, so that will be a wits technology test.
Cool. One sec.
My point is, you find out if they have a family. Sometimes there are people who are trying to keep any shady dealings of their own undisclosed, worry about themselves. They forget to think about their trail with other things. You can't stop a teenager from talking about their dad yelling on the phone at 4 a.m. on every third Tuesday of the month, right? They're loose ends.
Sure.
It's very
I'm
easy to
agreeing with
bully children into telling you where people are.
It's true, actually, yeah.
That's a fair point.
They usually don't know their legal rights either, so...
Yes. No one has to be red Miranda lights. They're like 12 years old. They don't know this shit.
Miranda rights for even cops are more of a suggestion for them more than anything else. What's the difficulty?
12.
One second. Checking. No. I got a hitch. If I use a hero die, I might be able to pass.
Might.
Go for it.
Because my technology was a D4. Yes! Wait, what? Hold on. Pass, or beat, not meet, right?
Yeah.
You have to beat it.
And, no. That is a
Okay.
fail with one hitch.
I do want to point out as well, for the future, if you roll, if you want to add a die to your pool, you have to declare that before you roll the whole pool.
Okay.
And then you get to add the d6.
Okay, my apologies.
That's called a push.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
not to be confused with the one where you look at your results and you can add one of the results you've already got to your total.
That's how you get an extra 3 dice.
Okay.
So no
Makes
success.
No success.
I mean, you find a very sparse Twitter account, a rather bland Facebook account that really just has, like, pictures of his new grill. Sitting by an above ground pool, giving a thumbs up.
Oh god, he's a boomer.
Like just complete out of context images of somebody who, if you had context, they might make sense. They'd still be dumb, but they make more sense. Like, why is he taking a picture next to that fake lobster made of styrofoam? Also 36 is not a boomer, asshole. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
Yes, this is
Yeah.
actually
I was more referencing the pool and the grill more than anything else, to be honest.
youngin.
Wow.
You absolute
back in
child.
my day.
Suddenly, like, half the stream is just like, excuse me, we need to fucking talk right now.
How soon can we start saying like '06?
Already.
Back in '06.
Do it now.
Yes.
Back in '03, Slipknot was getting ready to release their next album.
Okay, Grandpa. Anyway.
Back to the matter at hand.
Can I drown in this?
You can certainly try.
Demi's social media search doesn't really yield much in terms of information about this Stan Herschel Gibbons. You get an address though from the original search.
So, what are you guys thinking? Like, did we find Facebook picture of him with Hitler, or like what are we doing here?
Well, I show him the profile. There ain't much I can drag off of this, like at first glance. Like maybe a couple more passes, but I don't feel like that's going to be useful.
Did you check Reddit?
Well, I mean, we've
You
got
can
an
check Reddit.
address.
Honestly, address. Yeah.
I am not exactly social media man, so I'm more hands-on approach, and I would like to go put my hands on this individual so we can just ask him so I can get to club, because this is taking all fucking day.
Well,
Can we just go do the thing?
the address is for a home in Valley Stream, which is out on Long Island. It's about 45 minutes outside of the city.
Turns and looks at our portaling friend.
What, you need something?
This one's on you, I believe. Have you been to Long Island recently?
I try never to go to Long Island whenever I can avoid it.
I lived there and it was the same.
No one can afford to go there. It's fine.
I only went there because of you guys.
I know. We were dying. What? You're looking at me.
Yes,
I
unless
just
you
pointed
want
the
to
screen.
go that way.
The only concern I have is if this guy, assuming he's average, is going to see four people walk up in costumes, he's going to go, "What the fuck do y'all want?" kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
thank
he's going
you.
to be on edge from there.
I'm not
I
taking.
think the thing is
Uh-huh.
being sneaky, though, correct? I believe.
We do.
Turns and looks.
I'm not taking
Looks
any
to
of
you
you
that-
fuckers
that
anywhere until we have a
purple
more
lady-
solid idea of what we're doing when we get there. Otherwise, you can start walking now for all I care.
I'm just saying, you're
Okay.
very sneaky.
Yeah.
If you want to be sneaky, this one's sneaky.
You are
We can
flattering me. Stop it.
You're good at being sneaky, though.
Yeah, but you guys make it
You
real
are.
fucking
Like, no,
hard.
that's... Attack. I just bring your file up. Look, you're very sneaky.
Look, she has evidence.
There's
Okay, instead of looking at Threshold's file, maybe I should propose something that's a little bit more low key than this.
Does Atomica actually bring up Threshold's file?
Yes, 1000%.
Oh, there's a straight up
Atomica.
rap sheet on there. What are they looking at specifically?
Well, everything that ended up on the news, at least, right? So, went to jail for murder. They tried to pin her for several burglary actions, but couldn't actually find the evidence except for one particularly bloody incident with, with Warlock's gang.
I will point out, it was not murder. It was first-degree manslaughter because your partner died in the act of a felony. Thus, their death falls on you as an accomplice.
Oh.
Those
See, you're real
laws.
sneaky.
Oh, you look really good in these pictures. I like this outfit.
It's the same costume, except it's
It's-
missing
No,
a
no, no.
hat.
It looks brighter here. It's at least newer.
That's not a compliment.
They said when I was put in probation, part of it is I had to keep the costume, but they let me get rid of the crown, so very generous PR. Yeah, there is in fact a small little like mini crown in
Yes,
the
yes, I
original.
tell
on
you,
it.
it's actually different. I like.
I tag
Okay,
a few
I-
buttons and it comes up as an isolated piece of evidence. So the grand.
I have an idea for a plan, if you'll allow me. No, I can't guarantee it's one that will work.
I close the file and turn and look.
I think it would probably be a good idea if only a couple of us go to see this man if we want to go see him in person. Otherwise, we can just call him and see if we can find any information via that or hacking into his place and seeing if we can get through there. If any of us are good at that. I don't know. I'm not a hacker. I don't know. That being said, 2 of us at maximum will be good. That way, we're not going to raise too much suspicion. But if we need to, we can go, hey, we're from Horizon. We have a couple questions for you because thing happened. If absolutely necessary. 4 of us will draw too much attention. That will be like someone got the cops called on them, scatter kind of
4
thing.
in one place might be a problem, but 2 talking to the person while the other 2 pilfer a car or a room while they're distracted might not be the worst.
Yes, I believe all 4 of us go, because if not, then we have to pick straws who has to go do bullshit while other people get to go home. Like,
well, I was gonna say, if you wanted to stay here, I mean, Atomica could take the time to go like analyze you and figure out what your deal is.
Please
I
do
have
not
so
give
many
me drugs.
rays I want to bombard you with.
But that wasn't a suggestion, and also I would rather take all 4 of us so we don't have to split the party, if absolutely necessary.
Aw, you lied.
It is up to y'all. That was just a plan.
yes, I think we all go, but only not everyone knocks on door together. Like, I don't even want that many people, normal people coming to my house, let alone us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Then dibs on pilfering then.
Who looks good
Yes,
in
I
a
would like to
cable
sneak
man
around
suit?
and be silly.
I don't mind being the talker if y'all 3 want to go pilfering. I can hold my own.
Hold your own what?
In case shit gets gnarly.
What's your pretense for talking to them?
That I haven't thought of yet.
Okay.
That is the next part of the thing I needed to think of.
Horizon has some outreach programs, and they offer legal, health, and crap, I was thinking of the other one. Social services for adversely affected Prometheans.
Come to think of it, is he listed as like working with a specific company?
Yes.
Like, is he independent?
Well, he's here's the fucked up part of it. Technically, construction workers are all on contract for the most part. That wonderful. You're not an employee. You're an independent contractor, even though you work only for us and we have a non-compete clause with you. So he doesn't work for a specific company. He's an independent contractor, but he's regularly working cranes, it looks like, on high-rise projects.
Hey, does this guy make good money or does he got bills? He, like, scuttles over to one of Atomica's computers, like, which one has the internet? She just
All of
grins,
it.
big teeth
I
over
have the
it.
internet. What do you even? God, I hate everything.
You
Phone.
get so
Hey, look.
ruffled. Yeah.
I pull his file back up again. Is there anything in there about the state of his finances in it?
All right, let's do a unified help action here. I will accept from everybody to form a group pool. Whoever is the primary person elected, and please wait to roll. I will accept intelligence or wits.
Oh, thank you.
And on, let's see. On this test, I will accept awareness, technology, or empathy.
Hell yeah.
We learned something in that moment.
So whoever is the primary actor, please elect from among you, and that person will wait.
Big in brain?
I mean, it
Big and
was
brain.
your idea.
Oh, yeah, I could.
For looking
I
for
have
his bills.
I have 2 d10s and 1 d8 on my own.
Great.
I'm rolling straight D8s off all this.
Okay,
So
then
threshold should be primary. Is that
How
okay?
about me?
works for me.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna roll to help. So
Your
starting with-
difficulty. Well, wait. Before you roll, your difficulty is a 12.
Okay. Rolling intelligence and empathy. Nope. Okay, then one more D8 for True Seeking Psionic, and was there anything else? I don't think so, right?
If you had
Sorry.
a super intelligence or super awareness stats might help.
Oh, awareness
Okay.
stats count? Even...
Yours is specifically spatial awareness.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
wait a
not gonna
minute.
count here.
I hate reflexes. I can Google real fast. I can hit the ad box like, yeah.
I can see this keyboard in 4 dimensions.
I can tell there's hair stuck underneath the E key.
I'm perfectly aware of every crumb in this keyboard.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Barely
So
passed with a
many.
D8.
Okay. D8 from
That's
Demiurge.
like 13 with a D8.
Is Atomica helping or Chernobog helping?
Sure. Boom.
You all can help.
Yeah.
8.
Sure.
6. That's 15. With a hot D10.
Ooh. So a D8, a D10.
I got a real good computer. Go fast.
Uh-oh.
Like zoom.
Did you hit?
Fast computer.
17, not 2 1s and a 2. Definitely not 2 hitches and a, like,
Oh.
So we're gonna count that as a fail, and I'll take 1 doom point for that.
put
Yay,
those up
Doom.
forever. Never use those again.
Cursed.
All right, so build your pool and add a D8 and D10 for the 2 assets that were generated.
And we're beating a 12?
Beat a 12.
All right, what we got?
When people work together in Cortex, they become very formidable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I can do... I will beat it with a 17 and a D10 effect.
Nice.
So that's a D12 because that 17 beats
But,
by
yeah.
5.
Look at the good job we all did Googling this poor fucking sap to see if he's got
We put our heads
collections.
together.
Okay.
What is Google?
So good at Googling, guys.
Find out. Is a single father. And also belongs to a certain couple of Reddit groups.
Oh no.
Cool.
Always check Reddit. People are filthy on there.
One of them is Equality Now, which sounds great, but it's usually being pushed in the idea that Prometheans need to be contained.
Oh.
He belongs to a Reddit group called Find the Cure.
Oh, Jesus.
And belongs to a group called the... Damn it. No, I can't go that correct. I can't go that fucking on the nose. The Loud Lads.
I was gonna say it's the Happy Boys.
Yeah. Distinct gentleman.
How recently has he posted?
He's pretty active. Most of
Oh.
it is talking about legislation coming up soon, how the Hero Act needs to be repealed, how these damn promies need to get taken care of.
Wait, isn't
Are
he a
you
Promethean himself? I'll look around at everyone else.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, people tend to hate themselves sometimes.
So he's tap dancing. Got it.
You sure you don't want to just rip the top off his house and take all his shit? We can do
Uh,
that.
Yes, at this
I'm
point,
quite fantastically strong.
I think approaching point is like, hello, are you home? Yes, you're home. Okay, now I punch the shit out of you until
No.
you tell me about bombs.
Absolutely not. Actually, you cannot let this guy provoke you guys. This is literally the worst person for us to be handsy with. Right? This is the type of person who wants to make us look bad who wants to make sure that we are a spectacle that is made an example of. No, this has to be done delicately. Or they don't need to know at all. Find out their work schedule. We'll look through the house while they're not home. Make sure the kid's not there, maybe.
There you go. That's a better idea. Yeah,
If we can't find anything, then we bully the daughter. But I'm just saying, try not to do anything publicly with this guy.
Okay, either way, I'm going to at least, like, piss in his coffee or something.
Yes, no, that's fine. Actually, take the toothbrush definitively, which are hubs of bacteria to begin with. Make sure you get the tank with that. Definitely.
Ugh.
I'm okay
I
for
think that's a better plan
passive-aggressive
than mine.
acts that he'll never know about.
So are we going now, or do we wait until nightfall?
Oh, well, what's his work schedule? She
Well,
pulls...
with that roll, you're able to find that he tends to work a standard 9 to 5. Probably pulling some extra hours when contracts or sites need to be completed on a certain schedule. Because shit never goes right. And the work will always take a little bit longer. That's why you always build in buffer time, folks. Then, on top of that, it looks like he works weekends as well. Here and there. The amount of time he probably spends at home isn't much.
How old's the daughter?
I was just about to ask that.
Look at you, Debbie. You got a mind for deviousness in you, too.
I already did.
She's 13.
Good.
Great, so she's in school. So we just go while she's in school and he's at work.
Also, she's
Problem
old
solved.
enough to answer questions.
Does she have a social media profile that we can look at?
She's 13. Yes.
That doesn't stop 13-year-olds from
No,
having
that's
social media.
No.
She throws an arm around Debbie's like, that's exactly my point.
There you go.
Probably got a Line app.
There you go. Or TikTok. Imagine how much video footage you could get off of that. You could get inside of their house or anything like that.
We could just...
Could just
Okay, hang on. Time out. You can literally see things in like 12 different dimensions. I've got a half dozen spy gadgets around here. I know you can get us in the front door, and can't you read minds? We could just go to the house.
True.
Does
True.
anybody
That
else
was
remember that we're
all along.
superheroes?
We're trying to be sneaky, though.
Yeah.
And like, here's the thing. I agree. I don't want to be like high profile on this, but reading minds not a bad idea. I'm just not used to going this far. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Like this is new to me, but I'm doing my best.
I literally don't understand the concept of not going too far.
We
Something
know.
in my lab catches fire. One moment, please.
Oh, shit.
That was a really good fire extinguisher sound.
Good
Yeah.
Foley. Really good Foley work.
Set a
there.
lot of things on fire.
I don't really have any other ideas, but Cherno, do you have any ideas? On top of
From
it?
the beginning, I would just like to go do the thing.
Fair enough.
We can be sneaky. I will not break house. I will definitely do some sort of passive aggressiveness, but we will find things. Like you said, if kid is in school, we go. If kid turns out to be there, then someone
talk to
talk to kid. Like I don't know. I feel like we just sneak in, like
Works for me.
like old school
Well,
gangster movie.
all right,
like,
hold on.
Right?
Got a picture of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to be dropped? Otherwise, I need to see the
Well,
kid's TikTok if you want a room.
Dude, I don't think we go directly in house. Correct? I think.
Backyard.
Yard?
There's
be
a
the
small
wisest.
backyard.
Or wait, hold on. Probably not. Is
Do
there
they
a
have
fence
door?
on that yard? Is there a fence on that yard? Because they
There's
may
a
have
fenced-in
security
yard.
cameras.
Yeah.
So outside the fence.
I can get
That would
you
be
to-
another person's yard.
Yeah. Let's just put us in the backyard where there's
Yeah.
a fence and they can't see us.
Yeah,
And then
alright.
we can steal his shit.
Atomika, do you need a time to grab some not on fire gear before we go? Oh,
My
it's
gear is
still...
constantly on fire. I burn with the passion of knowledge.
That is the coolest shit I've ever heard you say. Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, if you
It was
want
also a
to be on
joke.
fire, that's fine too.
The fire suppression system's fine. It'll put anytime anything catches on fire and hear foam dispenses from the ceiling, it's fine. And if the whole lab goes, it'll just fill up with sand. Don't worry about it.
Can I make a quick construct to like put a box around the fire?
It's
fire's
not on
already
fire.
It's fine,
Don't.
it's fine.
The fire's out. What?
All right.
Do
The
you need
fire
me to
was
start
put
a fire?
out with an extinguisher already. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Shit, your rooms are all your walls are messy. She just starts kicking some stuff off a wall, some RB boxes, and just
Please don't touch those.
all right. And then the portal is going to surface along the wall of Atomicus Lab.
Because this is a simple transition, I'm not going to have you roll an aperture that is a shaded visual into a backyard. It's got that above ground pool.
She peers her head through. Anybody around?
Check for cameras.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. We're good to go. Come on.
Whoop.
Passing through, there's that moment of chill as you pass through some kind of medium before you get out onto the other side and you're on a back patio. It's covered, but it's definitely seen better days. This patio is probably built 40 years ago and is in desperate need of a bit of an overhaul. Fresh wood needs to be put down. There's a grill. One of those three-legged charcoal numbers.
The one from the picture.
Yep. There are a couple of completely mismatched outdoor furniture. There is one of those old steel with plastic ribbon, weave lawn chairs. There's one of those hard plastic ones that if you sit in it wrong, it's gonna pinch your leg. Kind of chair. There's a big wicker chair as well.
Cool, filled with spiders and mildew.
Mm-hmm. There is a heavily discolored, you're fairly sure it wasn't stipple pattern when it was bought, cushion on said wicker chair. The backyard looks like it could use a mow, but it doesn't look like it's been neglected. And obviously, they're not a fan of actually doing any edge work, so it's just tufts of grass coming up from literally everywhere that the lawnmower wouldn't pass. What?
Please continue.
We're fine.
Hold on a sec.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. Yeah. Okay.
We're almost at the boundary of laughing, but we won't go over.
We're superheroes. We won't break.
There's a prefab shed in the backyard. The door is... It's a sliding door. If it was on the rails, it looks as though it's just been kind of leaned on the inside. So that if you wanted to open it, you just have to, grab it from either side and shove it over.
That's lazy, especially for a construct.
And there's about
going
8 different wind chimes.
Jesus.
There's a
Truly they are the master race.
There's one from Disney World. So there's a Mickey with drum handles just kind of spinning and tapping into the chimes. There's your standard metal one. There's a porcelain one that looks like butterflies. There's a butterfly hanging from it.
What about any windows in? Do I have to worry about security stickers? People who like to advertise that they got blink security, but really
There are windows behind the screens. It's seeing but past the screen that's the issue. There seems to be a little bit of a build-up.
I think I have an idea of what this guy's state is, but I don't want to comment on it yet. And this is even without the Reddit stuff. Should we go inside, I guess?
Before we do, we should see. Tamaka, are you able to tell if there's a security system? Probably doesn't, but a dog will do.
I'll take a look. As I rub my hands along the sides of my glasses, and like a blue screen comes down, and I'm basically like looking around at EM signatures in the house, scanning for anything that's like kicking out wireless signals or that kind of thing.
Let's have a wits awareness.
Sure. Of all these things.
Distinction and power set. You have them super
wits
senses.
Awareness. Yeah, let's go in this case with unstoppable force because I'm getting in there. And enhance senses. Because I'm using my prototype gear. You're not a die roll. Get out of there. Sorry, what did you say I had to beat?
Oh,
Sorry.
right. I keep forgetting I gotta roll that shit. A 5 with an opportunity.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Which I'm trying to remember that we can use those as step back complications, of which we presently have none.
You can use them to immediately step back a complication, or you can use it to create an asset that you can use immediately.
Oh. Okay.
On any relevant roll coming up.
Okay. So yeah, so I rolled a 10 then, with a D8 effect die.
So
on
it
my
gets
scan of
stepped
the
up to a
house.
D10.
Yes.
Would you like to generate a asset off this,
yeah.
or you can bank it for a hero point?
Nah, because we're good on hero points, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, yeah, I would love to create an asset, like, something to cover our approach, maybe, like we're in a neighborhood, there's a lot of yards abutting each other, maybe us coming in caused, like, a dog in the next yard over to be like, ah, 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 ah. It's just loud as shit, covering all of the noise we're making, or at least some of the noise we're making, I should say.
As you're standing in the backyard, you can hear a pair of dogs start. A pair of like Dobermans in the next yard over just start loud, full on like chuff barking. that it's not a woof. It's got like it's halfway between a bark and a woof, that it just kind of that kind of a loud sound. Yep. And they're doing this in tandem. From inside the house next door through a window, you can hear, "Shut the fuck up!" And there's a plethora of noise now, so any infiltration you would make gets an extra D6.
Sweet. Can I make a quick telepathy check to just make sure nobody's here?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
That'll be wits empathy.
Yeah. And truth seeking, and I believe my telepathy is a D10. I'm not mistaken.
Your difficulty is an 11.
Fair enough. Okay. I'm failing all my checks today. What the hell? Wait. Checking one more thing. Hold on.
Is this one of those things where if Dara's not here, someone has to be Dara?
Someone has to roll like shit.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Oh god.
At least one person has to roll like shit.
Okay, I have one more D8 I can roll. Sorry, I wits, empathy, telepathy, truth-seeking psionic. So this last one's the truth-seeking psionic. What do I need to beat?
An 11.
Passed, thankfully. Passed with 12 with a D8 success die.
There is one sapient mind inside the home, and it looks like they're down, maybe in a basement.
Checks time. What's the time in character?
It is currently, we'll say it was the following day that you were doing those tests. It wasn't immediate. So, it's 11 p.m. 11 a.m., sorry. Not playing vampire here. 11 a.m. on a Thursday.
Oh god, why am I awake?
Demi raises his hand. Looks at his watch. Where's the mother of the child?
Single father.
So why is there a third person in the basement?
Third person? How many people
There's
are
a third-
inside there?
One.
Okay. You confused me for a minute.
So I'm trying to
It
figure out
might
who the
just-
third party
It
could be.
just be daughter.
It might just be that somebody's home. Did I see like any kind of like security systems or did I pick up anything?
There was no security system.
Any,
Well, no.
Yeah.
You notice they have the best way you can tell somebody you don't have a security system, and they have a Sloman Shield sticker.
What about is it one of those homes that has the small rectangular windows along the basement line, right where the foundation is? Threshold kind of takes a few steps back on the patio and slowly looks down underneath the.
Looking along the side of the house, the patio doesn't cover the entire back of the house. It's just kind of half of it. So there's a window to your. If you're facing the house, there's a window to your left. The patio is on the right, taking up about half the house. And there is a storm, like a well window that goes. There's it's got one of those like half barrel dugouts where the window is below the ground before the underground. I'm trying to find the right word and it's just escaping me. It's under the ground.
In a more hushed voice, obviously. Demi, I think I have eyes on whoever it is downstairs. If you could see them, do you have an easier time reading them?
Yes, I would.
All right, here, come here. And then point down to where the window is.
Let's see if I can find something in there. And wipe at the window. Peek.
Inside, you see a... Let's see. The wide panoply of 70s browns and oranges. The couch is mustard. The rug is a brown and orange, like faded orange, striped circular rug underneath a dark wood coffee table. A coffee sits on it. In a corduroy brown recliner sits a elderly woman in a white and blue muumuu, watching Price is Right.
Leans back up.
It's closer to home every time you describe something.
This explains more. Though it's not as bad or could be worse. I think we found Stan's mom.
Elizabeth's mom?
This may be a family house.
She pulls out her phone and just starts quickly looking on Spokio to see what names are listed as getting mail in the home.
It's...
This old lady, she might be getting Social Security here.
True, yeah.
You
wanna
did a
see
pretty
your
good...
mail opens door. Like,
the back door is unlocked. And, you hear the clatter of long, unclipped cat claws as a fluffy... Oh, is it the ragdoll?
Ragdolls are, they kind of are like the
Ragamuffin?
color of a Snickers bar, or
Yeah.
Himalayans are also a similar color tone. And
Yeah, the
very
Himalayans,
fluffy.
the big, fluffy
Timmy.
cat.
Persians have ugly noses.
Not a Persian.
Maine Coon.
No, those are massive. This one isn't that big.
They might as well have a dog then.
It just kind of looks up at you. It just kind of looks up at you, gives you a look of disdain, and then walks away like that showed you.
Hello,
I was gonna wave at it as it went away. Treat cats with respect. They can fuck you up.
Inside, you see excessively molded hardwood cabinetry with wrought iron handles that you can tell this house must have been built in the late 60s and was never updated. The linoleum peels up at the edge. The carpet in the living room next to the kitchen is green and shag and well worn. You can see there's pathways where people walked their everyday lives. In the living room, there's a newer TV, a couch, a blanket hung over said couches, the back of said couch, a stair going up with a door leading down just underneath the stair. And a small hallway that leads into another annex room nearby.
I'm gonna slowly walk over and click the lock on that door that goes downstairs.
Oh, yes, okay.
Threshold looks at Chernobog
Yeah.
and is like,
Works.
are there any family photos about or mail on the counters?
There's some mail on the counter. You see there is mail addressed to a Gertrude Gibbons.
Oh god, I hope she dies soon. That's a poor woman.
There's a there is a Teen Bop magazine addressed to Susie Gibbons. There's big
That's
news
concerning
about a
13-year-old's getting
possible
magazine.
What was that?
Concerning a 13-year-old's getting a magazine, but haven't been a
It's a
13-year-old
Teen
in
Bop.
ages.
It's Tiger Beat, damn it!
You get that for free, even if you don't sign up for anything. It just shows up.
It just appears.
Yeah.
I got several magazines as a teenager.
Just
I mean, Prince is dead
Conjure it
now,
on your
admittedly,
13th
but
birthday.
I may be dating myself here, saying that she's receiving unsolicited magazine
'cause she-
Fair
subscriptions.
enough.
She purchased
Fair
something at Forever 21, and now she's on a mail list.
Did you not get like
Mm.
Nintendo Power? Or... Is that
Oh,
still a thing?
that's the holy grail of free subscriptions right there.
True.
Oh, yeah. I guess the GameStop thing now, but you had to pay for that.
Yeah.
It was I
Game
think Game
Informer?
Informer
Yeah.
gets it with the subscription. So
yes.
Anyway,
There you go.
there is a like Tiger Beat style magazine on the table. The latest K-pop sensation on the cover.
Chernobog reaches down and picks that up, and then starts looking through it on the way upstairs.
And also there's bills addressed to Stan Herschel Gibbons.
I believe Threshold was going to check the bills.
Okay, so Chernobog's going upstairs. Atomica, Demiurge, Threshold. Three of you I need some actions from. So let's go Threshold first. What's Threshold going about?
The pilfering has begun. As she goes checking for any framed family photos, looking through mail, anything that stands out, just looking for just items about to get a feel for things.
Okay. Please, that's going to be I'm going to do a general difficulty for the house, essentially.
Yeah.
And then everybody's rolls are going to be based off of what you're doing, off the same difficulty.
Always
because
checks
you're...
the cabinets to see what drugs they're on. These are like very normal routine actions that she'd go through while...
Oh,
casing the
no, wait.
joint.
It's not that difficult. Hold on. I rolled dice that were too big. That seems far more understandable for a stupid suburban home on Long Island. All right. So yours is going to be wits, awareness, investigation if you have it as a specialty. What's Demiurge up to?
I'm going to be checking stuff on the ground floor, but I'm looking specifically in the fridge and the dry pantry. My aim is to see the kitchen itself, like looking and seeing if they're active with using their dishwasher, stuff like that. Seeing if this guy cooks a lot more or is the kind of person to blow a lot of money feeding with takeout, etc., so forth. Getting his own better idea of this person's lifestyle.
Okay, you're getting okay. All right. So that'll be wits awareness as well for your great value search. Atomica. What is Atomica doing?
Hands in pockets, I am pacing around, going from room to room, looking for any kind of family computer, perhaps a cell phone somebody has left out, anything that's got that kind of digital personal information in it, just looking around for iPads or computers or whatever.
There is, as you walk out of the kitchen into the living room, you see that there's a small, looks like a den kind of area. Just another room on the first floor that seems to be like a separate, not full office, maybe like a side entertainment room. There's another, there's a bulky entertainment center that was probably installed when it was first built and then never moved.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And there is an old card table with a monitor, keyboard, and mouse on it, and a rather chunky prefab sealed desktop.
It's a Dell, isn't it?
It's like, yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those buy it as a Dell towers that have been like bolted shut so that the NSA can't get inside if they walked in with their hands. All to stop end user alterations, because fuck Dell. Anyway,
True.
Chernobog walking upstairs. Okay, wait a second. Let me finish off Atomica's action here. You're going to be making a wits technology test.
Sure.
Hacking if you have it. And
No,
Chernobog's
just
going
engineering.
upstairs. Up the stairs, there is a kind of wraparound hallway. Once you get to the top, there's a room to your left. Then there's a small extension to your right. There's a room there. And then it makes an L shape and follows the top the stairs, where there is a bathroom that's open and another room at the very end.
Can I see into those rooms? Are they closed or?
One of them is closed. There is a Mothman crossing sign on it.
What is it with Mothman?
Everything
Wait,
is about
what?
Mothman. You don't understand. Everything is about Mothman. Anyway, the other room looks to be, you can see a decent size, like a king size bed maybe, or queen size bed maybe. And the bathroom is open.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check the room that has the big bed. That's probably his room, not the daughter's room.
Okay,
That's where I'm
make
at.
a wits. So all of you, except for Atomica, are making wits awareness investigation if you have investigation as a specialty. Plus any plus your distinction and any relevant power that you might have.
I was supposed
What
to
are we
let if he
beating?
does anything for this, right?
A 9. 9 is your difficulty.
Swish.
Holy shit. Damn, I'll take it.
Cool. All right, let me go down the line here. Actually, I'll go down the line. Threshold.
14 with a D10 effect,
Okay, the
which would step up.
the pilfering / scrounging. you find newsletters talking about how to handle your unfortunate child. Finding strength in Jesus for your troubled teen. Lots of local Lutheran church pamphlets on the table. You're getting the feeling that, well, you also find a business card for a union representative. The union that stands, that right underneath it says union, it gives the acronym of what it stands for, and that is the United Nations Integration Outreach Network.
That union.
They run the Hope Centers, which are homes of Promethean enrichment. There's business cards there for that. Demiurge. What's Demiurge's effect die?
11 with a D8.
Okay. A lot of store brand, mostly. Heavy on the pastas.
There's
Excessive.
nothing wrong with that.
No, I didn't say there is. I'm just giving a description.
Okay.
Calm down.
All right.
Fiesta.
A litany of tomato paste cans, cans of whole tomatoes, lots of cookies.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
In the fridge, you find, you know, your standard fare of milk and eggs, condiments galore. There's a couple of what looks to be ready for the grill, kind of pre-marinated steaks. All stuff that was picked up at a local supermarket, like a ShopRite or something.
I'm sorely tempted to sneak one of those like pre-made steaks, but I feel like that's a bad idea in and of itself.
It's but you do find you find insulin in the fridge.
Who's it marked for?
It is for Gertrude.
That stays there.
Dr. Atomica.
Rolled a 17,
17.
which steps up my D10 to a D12 effect die.
Okay. You turn it on and you are greeted by the Windows Blue login screen with 3 small squares arranged vertically of Windows XP.
Oh, no.
Well,
Grandma's
There
got her own
is-
account. Good for her.
There's Stan the Man.
Oh.
There's Pumpkin and Ma are the 3 profiles.
Meh.
For sure.
Meh.
Let's hop in. Let's hop into old Stanny boy.
Opening up Stan the Man's profile. Gotta say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh my god, it's the episode he has.
Can't say part of.
He is a lot of things. He is not like a Tribe Called Quest. And how dare you?
true.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Frank.
But yes.
Mr.
Stan the
Frank.
Man Hibiki over here. Let's go. What's
You,
that?
as you get in, you are greeted by a black and white photo of what looks like the Normandy landing as his wallpaper.
You know, when men were men. Sure.
That, of course, is if you can cross your eyes to look past, like, the 45 icons that are on the desktop.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, what?
That are all, like, Internet Explorer hot links.
Oh, okay, wow.
Like, his bookmark folder is on the desktop. It is the desktop. Also, there's a Quicken accounting program in the bottom right.
Oh, all the preloaded. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. It chugs for a couple of seconds until all of the system tray, all 20 system tray programs have loaded.
Oh god, this is going to take forever. It would be faster to just flash an image of his hard drive.
Could do that.
Which is what I would like to do.
Sure. You know what? With the
I
roll
would-
that you have, as you're seeing it start to load up, and you can hear the hard drive sound like a rock skipping down the street. And you just pull out. I'm assuming Atomica with your tech. You have you took a gadget's power.
Oh, well, sort of. I can, yes, I have a special effect for gadgeteering that's related to my superhuman intelligence.
There you go.
If you need me to create an asset, I can, but...
Basically, since you have it, I think it's very simple for you to have a USB that you can just plug into the forward port and just flash the hard drive real easy. And just be like, yeah, I have the whole thing. This massive 20 gigabyte hard drive that this Dell preload came with. Chernabog.
Hey.
Upstairs. Entering into where Stan would call the room where the magic happens. There is an old like vanity dresser combo. It's got one of those large hutches on top of a dresser with a big mirror, and there's just boxes of small things about. It almost looks like he just moved into this room and just didn't remove any of his mother's like jewelry boxes or just like her furniture. It's just all of her shit. Does he go through the drawers and stuff?
Yeah, he's gonna start going through like the normal hiding spots. So like lifting mattress, like top of closet, all the normal stuff, and then just proceed through everything, and then like randomly spitting on things as he goes, and just oh look, some clean like bed things. I'll just rub them on my asshole for a minute, then put them back, because fuck this guy.
So as you go to check under the bed, you see that there is no under the bed. It looks like a steel box that runs the entire length of the bottom of the bed. And as you lift up the mattress and the box spring, you see that there's no there's no support for the bed frame. The bed frame is built on top of what looks like a safe.
Okay. So that's interesting.
It looks like if you took a gun safe and just lied it on its side and made that your bed frame.
So is it pin pad style, or what is it?
It is a pin pad.
Okay, well, I am not good with this sort of thing, so I'm going to yell down, hey Doc, you got something for pin pads?
Ear talk thing. Your thing in the talking. What the hell?
Oh,
Shut
yeah, I
up,
forgot.
Meemaw's
From
downstairs. What the?
I don't think it was TV. It's fine. I need. There's safe up here. Right? It's like a big, huge fucking safe. We should probably open it.
I'm sorry I have to. Normally I'm not this kind of a guy, but I have to because it's too good. I'm going to spend a doom point even to make it a thing.
Thought so.
Just to prove. And it's a thing. From the basement, everyone hears, Stan? Stan, is that you?
It's me, Grandma! Or Mom, I mean!
And that is where we are going to take our break.
Is this what it's like being with Calamity?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. I don't like this medicine.
I just had to write that down. You called her grandma!
I forget, she's not my mom.
You're not Stan either.
No,
That's fair.
no, she's not. That's why you shouldn't be talking to her.
I mean, if she asked, like, we just like, oh, it's the cat.
Hey, give him some credit. At least he didn't fall into Russian and just called her Babushka. I'm fine.
That would have. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I love this so
is fantastic. It is time for us to take our break. Okay. If we're all back in our seats, we're all ready to go. We can jump back in.
Ready.
As from the basement, Stan? Stan, is that you? You back home from work?
Do I need to answer again?
Please.
Yes, Grandma, Mom, it's me.
Threshold grabs the Unity business card off the table and walks over to the door. Mrs. Gibson, we're also from Unity. We had a scheduled meeting, a walk around the house. We're just gonna take a look at Susie's room, and we'll be right down. Don't have to disturb you.
Let me get my slippers. Hold on.
No need.
No, Ma, you're good.
I go over to where the door is and I just put my hand on it.
Door's locked.
You hear the door. You hear the stairs shuffling. I really wish you would have told me that somebody was coming over, Stan. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Sorry, Mom. It's a surprise for everyone.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Gertrude. We should have called ahead of time. That was very inconsiderate of us. But we wouldn't want to disturb you. We want to see the environment that your granddaughter has been living in, naturally, undisturbed, and we don't need to ask any questions.
The door jiggles. Hey, this damn door's stuck again. Stan, you said you were gonna fix this.
Sorry, Mom. I'm not good at the thing. How do you say?
Oh, this is falling apart.
It's broken. It's broken.
Across comms, Threshold whispers very quietly, Demi, is there anything you can do to convince her to shut the fuck up?
I can talk to her.
Why don't you just brain wipe her? Just make her go to sleep. I don't know, Jedi mind trick.
I
take my hand off the door.
I open the door for her.
The door
open
opens.
the door to show only me for now. Just like show that I'm a real person. Get out of the way.
The door opens and she looks very shocked for a moment.
Hi. Sorry about that. I think we fixed the door for a little bit. Hi. I'm Caleb. I'm part of the Unity group that's coming around to do the walk around. If you want, if you got any questions, you can ask us. But we didn't. How do I put this?
Where's Stan?
I believe Stan might be upstairs at the moment. Looks over at the rest of the group.
You see by the way, she's a 5'6" woman. A wisp of Q-tip white hair. Just if you'd just seen a macro image of it, you'd think it was spiderweb. The way it's just kind of everywhere and thin and smoky. She wears a floral muumuu. She is now currently wearing a pair of house slippers. She looks very tired. Walking up the stairs must have taken it out of her. She looks to Demi and just... I'm sorry, my son is an absolute piece of shit sometimes. Terrible host right now. Do you want some iced tea? As she just kind of walks past... As she goes to walk past Demi towards the kitchen.
Sure, that'd be lovely. Debbie follows into the kitchen, looks back at them, just does the motion of...
Tamika and Threshold kind of like sneaking into side rooms / behind things, or...
just like very awkwardly making my way backwards towards the stairs.
There you go.
Not gonna have you roll for it. This is too much fun.
Can Threshold just like portal them to the top of the stairs? Squeak stairs, man. Squeak stairs.
Mm-hmm. You can go to...
Oh yeah, you just like grab my arms like.
A hole in the wall opens up out onto the top of the stairs, where Chernabog is currently standing in the doorway. Downstairs, Gertrude is getting out one of those giant canisters of what is it, 4C iced tea.
Yeah.
I don't have my fresh squeezed. I like to brew it myself, but this'll do in a pinch. She starts scooping out, and she pulls a glass, and she starts scooping like full scoops into just the glass.
Oh no, it's me.
Oh, we're doing it that way. Got it.
So there's like 3 scoops of iced tea at the bottom of this just simple glass.
Mm-hmm.
1 scoop's supposed to be good for a whole quart. Walks over to the tap, just turns on the tap, puts it underneath the the sink, gets it, walks over, pulls out a big spoon, puts it in, and just starts stirring it. And, do you want ice?
Sure, if you want. If you point me towards, I could take care of the ice part for you if you like.
Do you want ice? It's iced tea!
I want to indicate that Demi is basically putting on his dealing with old people voice, and in the best way possible trying to do so.
Well,
but like the respect and like this is a person, like not weird, like okay, grandma, go to your room kind of thing. Like the right way to treat people.
welcome to Bourbon's.
Bless you.
Welcome to Boomer Suburbia. As
I was raised there.
She puts 2 big old cubes into the glass and hands it over to you. The whole thing shaking the whole time, so it sounds like she's actually mixing the drink as she hands it to you.
Take it gently. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Is there like a kitchen table?
Yeah, there's a small. It's covered in random crap. Like there's a pasta strainer. There's 2 already used like rolls of paper towel, and then an actual fresh paper towel still in the wrapper. They're kind of like stacked. There's bills on stacked on top of mail. There is a chip bag clip. There's a full set of screwdrivers. It's just an array of just this is the table where things go when I don't need them now. So you're able to make a small corner for yourself to put your glass down. Yeah, as you sit, and she walks over and sits back down, smelling of Bengay and mothballs.
First of all, mothballs smell really delightful.
As we go upstairs to the top of the stairs, as Demiurge prepares to engage with Meemaw.
I got this.
You know what? Roll. It's I'm gonna die. It's gonna be Where the hell is it? There it is. This is going to be manipulation, socialize.
Hey, I got both of them.
Just distract an old woman. Wow.
What, empathy?
And I went with 2d6, and I still got an 11 for the difficulty.
Killing me, Smalls. Can I give chances that I was never given?
Okay.
Because this is a grandma, and she deserves as much respect as we can muster. Even though we're peeping through her place, she still is deserving of, her son may be a piece of shit, but that doesn't mean we have to treat her like one.
So as we wrap that up, we're gonna go to the upstairs as you're rolling. On the upstairs landing, Atomica and Threshold have just stepped out of a portal, and Chernobog is standing in the doorway to the master bedroom.
Grandma's on the loose. What did you find?
Yes, there is small, well, not small, small for me, safe under bed.
Ooh,
So open it.
yeah.
I asked you to open. I thought we weren't supposed to break things.
That's fair. We will delicately break into that. And she swings around the door frame to peek in. What do we got?
It is a king-size bed-shaped cabinet safe on its back.
Aren't those expensive?
Very expensive.
Motherfucker, look at your house! And you're... Alright.
Considering what he's wrapped up in, it may well have been provided for him.
Yeah, do you actually have a Horizon business card on you, by the way? Yeah, okay.
You do
I'm
not
putting
give
this in the
me
kids'
that.
room. Fuck that. Pile of Trash is like a litany of newsletters about dealing with your problematic youth and shit, as well as a Unity Scout card.
I
Unit.
don't know.
Union.
I think Blackpink being very popular is, they're very attractive. I think this K-pop magazine, I might get one for myself.
Sometimes you say things and I'm not even sure you're speaking English.
It's in the magazine. I was just reading the magazine.
Threshold's she's like trying to keep the laughter in, and her body is shaking as she's crawling on the floor, getting her face next to the keypad, and like...
The keypad is actually... You have to lift the bed, and the keypad's on the top. Like, the bed needs to be lifted.
Oh!
So with one hand, I'm holding this and I'm reading about Blackpink, and the other hand, I'm just holding the bed up for her.
Thanks, man. Just crawling over on top of the bed. Hey, Atomica, can you just, like, I could probably figure it out with a little bit of time, but you could probably do it. Do you want to race?
I mean, I'll win.
Cool.
What?
So, just looking at the safe with an eye for knowing if the device has any flaws or bugs, because she's very familiar with safes. And also knowing roughly how thick the safe is. Could she bypass the tech and just...
I have the perfect way to sort this out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Atomica and Threshold are both going to look at it and come up with... Basically, you're going to do a face-off roll on something that you can't do at the same time. If you had two identical safes, then yeah, you could race that way. Instead, you're both going to look at it and bet how fast you could get in. And then the person who says in the shortest amount of time is going to try and do it.
Wait, they speak it in
You're gonna make the roll.
Okay.
You're both gonna make the roll, but whoever gets highest is gonna be the one that bets the most and wins.
Okay.
Bets the shortest amount of time and then wins. Because if you want to make this a competition, I'll make this a competition.
All right. So do I need to roll first then?
How would Atomica try to get in? It's gonna be a face-off roll, so at the same time.
Oh, I need to do this quickly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the control panel and then take my hand and go whoop, and go scoop and open it up. That's the fastest way into this thing. Is if you want to bypass security, you remove it.
And threshold.
Just gonna put a portal across the surface of it, reach in, and grab what's inside of it.
Shit, that is pretty good.
Buy me an Arby's shake, and I'll never tell anybody this happened.
Ugh, you and your Arby's.
When you say Arby's,
Sponsor us, Arby's. I want a shake.
Downstairs, just twing. Some Arby's.
I want a banana milkshake. Checkers. I want a banana milkshake from Checkers, and no one needs to know.
Done.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the fuck this trash bag's got in here.
All right, now you're gonna have to make a roll then. I was gonna have you guys roll off for it, but I like the way you've sorted it out between each other.
Cool. Do we have to have anime?
I was willing to
rivals?
be clandestine until the moment that she made it a competition. Then it's like, oh, I'll win. I don't lose.
This is fun. Shit, I lost.
Shit.
So this will be. This is gonna be wits.
Right.
Wits, technology, security.
Ooh, it's not the teleportation.
It's
threshold?
knowing how deep the safe is, knowing the possibility of stuff.
Alrighty. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, that kind of fits, I think.
Okay. Do.
Your difficulty is a 13.
All right. Would anyone be against me using a PowerPoint to add a additional die from a different thing?
Okay.
Like you were a point to
Sure.
add another power?
Yeah. So could I add my threshold power set to it, the D10? Or
Power set is where
senses because of her innate ability to feel that resonance.
you're using your portals.
Yeah.
So your teleport power
Mm-hmm.
is the power you were going to be using already.
Yes, but you said not to use that as the die bolt because we were doing the wits technologies.
Which technology distinction, and then the power gets added.
Oh, okay. That's another one then. Okay.
And then if you want to add another power die, you can spend the point to do that. Which then you add your senses, and then you add that, and then you add the senses die as well.
We have 7. Is that acceptable to everybody?
I already spent it. You were at 8.
Okay. Yep. Blech. I'm passing what?
A 13.
A 13? Okay. Okay, a 15 with a D10.
Okay.
Gotta get a
Threshold
fucking
creates a
milkshake.
portal. That is about the size of her torso. Reaches in and pulls out a Sturmgewehr.
Gesundheit.
This man has bazooka?
No, that's a Panzerfaust.
Oh.
A Sturmgewehr is the first assault rifle. That
Oh,
was
the
designed by the
steam
Germans in
or
World War
whatever.
II.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
that
grandpappy of
thing.
the AK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are illegal.
It's specifically it's
So he's got Nazi shit in there.
yeah, it's the Sturmgewehr 44 is what it's called. It is the precursor to the AK-47. It
Chat's
has
gonna love talking about that.
you seem to have found his collection. You can reach and grab more things as you go, by the way. Because you're not going through the portal, you can reach in, grab something, and pull it back out.
Okay. Oh, wow. Santa's sack's filled with some horrible shit. She starts pulling out some, peering and grabbing something else, feeling around.
Yeah, you start pulling out paraphernalia. that
Oh.
is suspect. A certain book for youths. A knife from said group for youths. You pull out a Civil War era, like, revolver. You also pull out a gray Civil War era cap.
Oh, fuck off.
Can you stick head in to see if there's anything that's not like disgusting thing? Like I feel like we're just like going through gambit of history's worst people right now. This takes forever.
And that's when you pull out an armband.
Just holds it like it's a used condom.
It's not that red armband, but it's the Thule Battalion's runic band.
Mmm.
Yahtzee, Yahtzee, we got a Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any identifier on the band in terms of rank within organizations?
The band is just to show membership.
Signifying, okay.
Hold on, did Atomica say that on comms?
Yes.
Okay. We'll keep this in mind for talking to Meemaw.
As you're yanking all that crap out there, I just want to. Since I've got that image of his disk, I want to start using my considerably faster computing processing power to just start looking for messages that are looking for contacts. And that could be going on in the background or whatever. Just
okay. All right.
Hey, Glasses, run a search for people he's been talking to about Nazi shit.
You find a scheduled meeting on a calendar that's listed as Loud Lads Lollapalooza.
They're gonna be
Jump
taking
out a
lot of
window
L's
and fall to
after
my
this.
death.
That's just as unoriginal as it would actually be as well.
Yeah, the immersion's immaculate tonight. I hate it.
The description's on point.
It's for this upcoming Friday in the evening. A tiki torch lit night gathering out on Jones Beach.
I'm not liking this. For a lot of obvious reasons, but...
A gathering to discuss upcoming upcoming civil actions for the promotion of Promethean trying to find the word that wouldn't be obvious on there.
Hygiene?
It's not obvious to these people.
Legal action?
Aha. Solving the Promethean problem.
Oh.
Generalized racism.
I've been reading a lot of X-Men.
Yeah.
So that's coming up literally, I said this was a Thursday, so tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
I give a concise sharing of that to the teams, and it's going on tomorrow. I'll search through more of the files in time, but that's what I've got right now.
Do you guys want to do we want to continue looking, or is this good enough? We know where to go tomorrow? I feel like we're kind of with old lady downstairs, it could end up being a bad thing. We should probably leave, correct?
He's definitely small fry. I don't think there's much we can get from him. He's more useful to us finding what's up the chain.
What about the kid?
Right. Like I said, I don't want to ruin tomorrow by using today as a bad example of what to do.
Give me an hour to talk to her, or at maximum, and then I agree. I really want to see if I can find how they got recruited, if possible, if she knows at all.
I think the mint adult grandma is just going to give us away to her son. I think an hour is a long time unless you're going to like boop when you're done. Can you boop? Like I don't know.
If
I
you
can
think
walk.
you can get information from Grandma, give it a whirl. I need to just.
That's the goal.
I'm just gonna check something in the kids' room.
Hey, wait! Before leave. Can you leave teleporter open? Can you leave this open when we throw shit back in real quick?
Oh, you want to give the guns back to him?
Well, yes, I have idea. It's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yes, good idea.
Oh dear.
His bomb.
Like I'm going to crush all firing mechanisms, put them back in, and then urinate in all.
Okay. She just starts putting. Okay, here you go. Hands it over.
Yes, crush.
This will go
get it
faster
go,
with 2
crush,
hands.
get it go,
Make a bucket
crush,
line.
get it
Come on.
go.
So
Yep.
the two, so as Atomica and Chernobog are literally pinching the barrels and the pins, basically it's making them inoperable.
Neutering. Ugh.
Can't rack the bolt if you pinch the barrel shut.
One way ticket to blowback at that point.
Oh yeah. And Threshold just leaves the portal open for Chernobog to take a whiz into. He's been drinking enough.
How are you not dehydrated? I've never seen you drink a lick of water in my life.
This is honestly a good question. I do not know.
Back
Human
downstairs.
physiology, fascinating.
Back downstairs. With Gertie Gibbons and Demi. She sits down and says, so you're here with the Union boys?
Yeah, we wanted to do a quick walk around, see if we could get a better idea. Though you mentioned that your son lowers his voice a bit, and forgive us because this is like first a couple of times, and this is my first time coming out here. You said your son was a piece of shit or something like that?
Oh, yeah, he's a piece of shit sometimes. He's just inconsiderate. He's a good boy at heart, but, well, I got the letter from the draft board about Vietnam, and he didn't want to go. So I just said he didn't have to, and I feel like he just decided he was gonna use that for the rest of his life.
Oh, I see.
I have it right here, and she reaches in and pulls out like a lawn care pamphlet and hands it over to you. It's just, they wanted him. His birthday was pulled. He needs to go in. And hands it over to Demi.
It's a lawn care pamphlet.
Yes.
Plays along. Looks at it.
Buddy.
It's a lawn care pamphlet. Okay, fair enough.
He's such a piece of shit. I'm gonna convince him to go, though, and make a good example, 'cause his little brother Stan looks up to him so much.
Sorry. You mentioned a little brother, Stan. Where? Sorry, again. This was the first we've heard of a bigger brother. Would you happen to have... Has he come home lately? Stan's big brother?
He's been out for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
He should be back any minute. I just sent him out for milk. Stan's upstairs being rowdy.
Mm.
Not a lie.
Cut to pissing into a safe. Cut back.
Looks up for a bit. All right, fair enough. Takes a drink. Oh, winces a little bit because ow, a lot of sugar.
You wonder why she's on insulin.
Yeah,
I wonder
Jesus
why.
Christ.
Not my business. That being said, Was the union recruiting for him or for Susie? You know?
Susie? Susie's my dog.
Hmm. Looks at the mail.
Oh my god, is it Chewy?
No.
Looks around for a dog bowl?
There's a dog bowl that says Susie on it.
I see. Okay. I think I'm getting a better picture of what's going on here. All right. That's the case. Did you have any questions for us about what was going to be good? What the procedures would be or anything like that?
Oh, you seem like a wonderful young man, so I trust that you have the best interest for him.
I appreciate the trust, ma'am. If you don't mind, he takes the back of it. I presume there's a pen somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks for a second. Is there a for Horizon specifically, for redacted due to backstory, for the boarding school stuff that Demi's been to? Is there like an admission person to talk to, or like a advisor or something that he could give a phone number?
Oh, for Horizon?
Yes.
Yeah. You could actually use your own yes,
So use
there
my
is
own
a
phone?
no. Yes, you can. You know what part of the Horizon Foundation to put the phone number down for.
Cool. Then he's going to write down that phone number and slide it over to her and go, when next you get a chance to talk to Stan, feel free to give this number to him. It should get in touch with one of our recruiters for how do we put this? Sorry. More questions if he has any. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll make sure he gets it.
Cool. Thank you very much. He stands up, finishes the drink, winces again because holy fuck, that's a lot of sugar.
As she stands up and walks over to the kitchen, she turns back around. Would you like some iced tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it though.
Okay.
We might be on our way in a sec. Do you want me to help you back downstairs?
I'll be fine. They have this guest host on right now, and I'm just waiting for Bob to come back. I miss him. She walks over to the door, opens it, starts going down the stairs. It says, "Stan, I'll see you out. You have a good day."
You too, ma'am.
Closes
Thank
the
you for
door.
your time.
Closes the door behind her. Shuffles down the stairs.
Walks back up the upstairs. Looks over at them. Why do you have Cherno?
Uh-huh.
Why are you? You know what? Never mind.
Would you also like to piss in hole?
I would rather not.
I
It's
would,
a big
but
bucket
the
to
cape
Nazis,
gets in
just
the
so you
way.
know. It's not just because I like to piss.
Okay. She's gone
I'm
back
recording it for
downstairs.
posterity. Don't worry.
We're safe to go. Whenever.
What about the kid?
You were going to... Yeah.
I already left a number for the kid.
Wait, you left the number with demented
Number-
grandma about the Promethean school?
Not union.
Horizon's known. If the dad doesn't want anything to do with Prometheans, what makes you think grandma, who can't remember whether or not that's the voice of her son, is gonna give that over?
What are you proposing? We're kind of on the clock here.
Oh, I won't. Why don't we just leave a
That
note
was
for
the
the
best
kid?
I could think of, quite honestly. And I was kind of making sure I wasn't gonna piss off the grandma.
Seems like she'll
No, I
forget about
get
it
that,
in
but-
an hour.
Fair enough.
But what were you saying, Threshold?
Oh, I was gonna leave a note for the kid themselves. Give them some agency to know they have other options.
Yeah.
What if kid is also shithead though?
Well, then we'll filter them out. All right, not everyone makes it into Horizon.
Right, but I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow we are going to big Nazi meeting, and Nazi meeting has to actually happen, and we can't give each other away by giving love notes to small children.
I hate to agree with Chernobog about many things, but listen, unless he's beating the shit out of the kid, we're supposed to keep this on the download, right?
Yeah, well, you're already pissed in a hole, so I think this is the least of her problems.
Look, but that was
And she's
funny.
got us there.
Telepathy check again, just to make sure there's still just us and one person.
Yeah, I won't even have you roll it. It hasn't been long enough.
Threshold just
Fair enough.
fucking grabs a pen and walks off and to leave start writing something against the wall. Here, fuck.
And you go into the
Mothman room.
okay. As you open the door, you are greeted by an absolute mess. There are several posters on the wall from bands sporting names such as My Heart Bleeds at Midnight.
Hell yeah.
Romance of a fallen hero and imaginary lizards.
Limp Biscuit.
Piece of shit.
The room itself is an absolute mess of art supplies and stuffed animals and just crap. I was about to say CD cases everywhere. They don't have those anymore.
Oh no!
Connor, the teens don't
They
have
may still
that.
collect vinyls. They may still collect vinyls, maybe.
They can't afford vinyl. Dad spent all the money on these Nazi guns.
True. True. You're right. I'm sorry, we can't get you the new Bring Me the Horizon LP.
There's
Daddy needs his Nazi guns.
there's also some. You also notice there's some posters on the inside of an open closet that look like they've been kind of hidden away.
Uh-oh.
And it's a poster of the Horizon Trio.
Oh. Hero worship. That's cute. She drops it.
As well as a there's you also find stacks of Warbler and a knife and a heat gun.
Hey!
And the beginnings of what looks like a old school relativity gauntlet on one of the desks being made out of
She's a cosplayer.
Warbler.
Out of character, can we get her the Robin, please?
No, you cannot
Out of
Robin
character.
people.
Not.
Out of character.
I'm already trying. Don't get out of my way.
Let's go!
She takes a piece of the Warbler and flips it over and with a pen writes, if you're tired of being told you were an orange among apples. And then circles a phone number, which is her phone number. Give me a call. And just slides it back to the craft station.
On comms, what'd you find?
Fangirl.
Of?
Relativity.
Runs over.
Jesus.
No,
Are you
and
sure you don't
through
have
me,
my...
I'm standing in the doorway.
No, I'm like, quick walk. Sorry, quick walking over.
Holds
What's
up.
when Plake's over? What we look? Oh.
If you're
Gadgeteer and look. Endearing?
Ah!
A little bit?
a costume, fake, delightful. If you're done being the last Girl Scout, can we get the hell out of this house?
I'll do one more thing. I'll slip the fool in there too. Just a card. No cast. No nothing. But we'll slip the fool in there.
Okay. And
Yes,
with
I'm
that,
done being a Girl Scout, thanks.
Oh, now that we've left DNA, handwriting evidence, and I don't know, fingerprints, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point out that mine was only funny DNA that we left.
And if he knows enough to be able to check for DNA, we have a bigger problem.
Can you portal us home now? This is boring now.
Well, yeah, you're probably really thirsty.
Oh yeah, I gotta make y'all dinner. I forgot.
Oh, I'm getting checkers tonight, and she's gonna open the portal for everyone.
We are in fact getting checkers.
Fine, we can go stop at Checkers.
into the portal, the four of you go, closing behind you and opening back up into the Horizon basements, where the Sentinels' kind of headquarters could be considered. Your rooms, Atomica's lab, and Cityscape's Panopticon. Now that you have returned, we can go into what's known as a transition scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
scene where you get
Good, it does.
This is a scene where you get to recover any stresses that you may have,
Oh, thank God.
as well as take other actions like acquiring resources, setting up for certain things. This is in Cortex, this is basically how you get your off-screen preparations done.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can decide when you want to resume a full scene. The next major scene, I believe, would be coming up on the rally on Jones it's near Jones Beach. It's off the Ocean Parkway, which fun fact, that's where the Go-Go Beach Killer dropped off all their bodies. Anyway, I've been around there.
You're a serial killer? Wait, I think I
Are
misunderstood.
you the serial killer?
No, I
Yeah.
used to drive up and down the Ocean Parkway with my friend, just talking about
See
like
what you
music and philosophy and shit like that, because it's an open highway where you can just kind of
The trash bags were like a thing everyone where we lived would look for.
yeah. As I was driving up and down that highway when they were finding bodies. It was really fucking weird.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Hometown heroes.
yeah. No?
So transition scenes.
Transition scene, yes. So the next major scene would be said rally and how you are getting there. So we will start off with if you have any stresses, you can take actions to reduce those stresses accordingly. Does anybody have any stresses on their trackers?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are we keeping stresses from session 1? Correct?
Yes, they roll over.
Okay, well then I've got a few. We've got a D10 of pain and a D8 of exhaustion and a D8 of strain for stress.
Okay. So
I got a lot.
So we'll say from the science sequence, we'll say that you step back your exhaustion and one of your mental tracks. What did you have on the mental track?
Let me see. I'm gonna say mine. It's either stress or trauma. I guess I'm not following what you mean on the mental track.
You have a trauma. That's right.
No, I don't have a trauma.
Ah.
I only have stress. I just have pain, exhaustion, and strain.
Strain.
No anguish.
Okay. So step back your exhaustion and your strain for hanging out with everybody. And
So
if you
that's
want,
D6s now, I guess?
you can step both of them back. So one
Okay.
less
Oh.
die face.
Okay.
And during this transition scene, you can get medical attention to your wounded
What?
portion.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I just have like a bullet hole randomly in my leg. So.
Right, you got shot in the leg, right?
That hurts!
Because battery was going after you.
Don't get shot
which
by that guy.
reminds me-
It fucking hurts. Remember that?
That if that's the case, then I have one as well from when I dove too deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what that was. Was it
It was
Well,
anguish.
Yeah.
anguish? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I think what was it? D10 or D12?
It was a D10.
Okay, cool.
So here's what you can do for those. To recover physical stuff, exhaustion, you rest, relaxation. For mental strain, also rest and relaxation. For anguish, you should probably talk to someone and talk out the trauma. Well, not trauma, the anguish. Because trauma is a very specific thing that just lingers and lingers and lingers. And pain, you need medical attention, straight up, like bandages and such.
All right.
If you wish to draw on the Horizon facilities to do this, it is D8s. Make a quick, simple test for the transition scene.
I also have stuff that helps with healing, whether
Same
I'm
here.
assisting it or just burning hero points. I can help people.
Yeah,
In that
another team member can also perform these actions. So essentially, we get back to Atomica's lab. There is no new fires. And you can apply medical treatment, and everybody can kind of relax for a little bit and step down their traumas.
If only it were that easy.
If you'll allow it, I have an idea for a scene for healing with the strain, but it would be essentially me asking Threshold, do you want to just go for a walk and go get like checkers, and then talking it through with her? Is that okay with you?
Well, Atomica has to buy the checkers.
I am legally bound.
Legally
although
bound to buy me
a certain-
checkers, so they gotta come with.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you don't mind listening to me like rambling, I don't mind.
Before the doctor leaves, can we maybe look at hole in my leg?
Yeah,
Oh
I would
my god,
definitely
you've
say
had
do that
this
first.
entire
About
time!
wanting to touch my leg and do things.
You're
or
still
touch my-
bleeding.
Yes, I've been bleeding for quite some time now.
Let's take care of that first, please.
Oh my god, are you wearing the same pants? Are they crunchy?
Yes, I
She
only
just
have
goes to
one
grab it.
costume, like,
It's only an ooze now. It's not really a full-blown, like, gusher of a bleed.
Just
blood gusher.
or sit on the there's a push stuff off of a surface. Just sit on that. 1 second.
Okay. Sits down.
Return.
What is the wound level again? What's your pain
it's
at?
a D10 on pain.
So I'm going to roll 2d10, representing
Okay.
the difficulty of fixing this. It's a 9. Difficulty. Intelligence, medicine,
Is that for
distinction, and
doctor?
power. For anybody administering first
So,
aid.
that's the thing is I assume it would be your role at the very least because so I have a special effect for this which does 2 things. One of which is I get to add my superhuman intelligence to the dice pool when helping others recover complications.
Mm-hmm.
And the other is spend a plot point or a hero point to recover your own or another's physical stress by 1.
So you don't even have to
So-
roll that.
Not if we want to spend a resource. No, if we've got hero points to burn.
Yeah, burn it.
Seems like we do,
You
yeah.
got my vote.
I have hole in my leg,
Cool.
so yes, please do.
All right.
Okay, well, then in that case, yeah, it's look at the leg, walk over to a tray, pull some stuff on it, walk over back. Just sops up some of the blood, puts it into a little jar, seals the lid, puts that on the tray. All right, let's see about fixing this wound.
Then I will.
Can I just take sample?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So instead
Connor.
now, we will have Chernobog roll endurance, survival, plus distinction, plus any kind of like super durability or super stamina also would count.
Okay.
Query.
Alright.
I have a special effect that might also be able to help Chernobog's roll.
Wait, let me get through until we're all set, and then we will add yours.
Okay,
Atomica
so-
adds super intelligence to that.
So
It's a
I need to
D10.
roll. So I throw in an extra D10 for her helping? How does that
Add an
work?
extra D10 from Atomica helping. And
Okay.
what is Demiurge doing?
Reflexive says I can spend a hero point to add a force projection power to another character's dice pool before rolling.
That's for like creating a construct.
Okay. There's also one for add telepathy to a dice pool when helping others recover.
That would be the same thing as Atomica's power.
Okay. Would that be eligible to be used?
You would have to use resources for each of it.
Would anyone say no to this? Just
Go ahead.
helping out with it?
I got no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My telepathy is a D8 for reference.
So add an extra D8 to your pool. And
Okay.
I somehow also rolled a 9 now. Again.
I feel like I got a lot of
Nice.
dice here for not a lot of reason, but okay.
Well, people
We
are
wanna
helping you
help.
recover. Is
Oh
what's
yeah,
going on,
I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna roll like 9 hitches now because that's how this works. Holy shit, I didn't roll a single one.
Yeah.
Reverse
let's go.
jinx. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I trying to beat? You said a 9?
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
9! Six. Okay, so let's see. If I beat it by 5, it steps it up. That's correct.
Yes. So
Okay, so I have a 14, but
That-
that's not beating by 5. You'd need a 15, right? Because that's one
no,
over.
that
or
is
how's that work?
14 is beating it by 5.
Okay, cool. And then I have an effect to choose from, and I will go with the D10 then, I guess.
So that gets stepped up to a D12,
Yeah.
which definitely steps down your pain down to recovered.
Yay! I get the 2 of my friends.
Now you get to fight again.
True.
Good, you're feeling better? Get back in there.
Checkers
cool.
on the night. Checkers is acquired. Demiurge can step back your anguish by 1 step.
Hell yeah.
So many people were helping Chernobog. That's why I had the roll for Chernobog. So, unless there is anything specific the team wishes to take care of in the meantime, we shall move forward to the next night.
I can't think of anything.
I just need to refill my flask, and I'm ready to go.
I got my banana
You
shake.
should
I'm
not-
fine.
You should not drink any alcohol for at least 24 hours. I've put you on enough painkillers to level up elephant. And you're literally drinking right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like if we're going to be working off of the prospect that he's a god, we're going to have to work off of stuff that isn't typical human behavior when it comes to this kind of stuff.
To be fair, Prometheans could do that too. Like, I've seen some crazy fucking shit that I don't. It's not that I'm saying I don't believe you, it's just that I'm saying I know a lot of mentally ill people who are still super talented.
This is a very nice compliment, actually. Thank you. Either way, it's great for me. So,
True.
either a god or I'm mentally challenged, apparently.
Not challenged, mentally
But
talented.
smart at doing things.
You can't remember anything at all. You just
Actually,
Look, I fell from sky, I hit fucking building, hammer fell next to me, and then
Amnesia.
I party. That's basically it.
right.
where
No.
did you fall? Do you remember?
In New York, that's why I live here.
New York is an entire state.
Wait.
Well, New York City. I fall down in like over by Central Park. What's this? The big, the art place, the museum thing. That's like
The MoMA?
Yeah. Yes.
The
like,
Met?
The Met.
Yeah. Yes. Like over there. Over there.
There was a weird some Cassandra shade just now because my brain's like, Mo. Haha, there's no art there.
Ow.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't disagree, but
Now we're insulting like actual museums and such.
yeah. Oh, I've got some MoMA shade. All right, I can go
Fair
on.
enough.
Art student shit. It's fine. I'm sorry. That was bleed.
We were art students in New York. We've
Yeah.
been to the MoMA. All right. So
Wait.
after having your checkers meal, tending to Chernobog's wounds,
I can't believe you
and
had a wound that entire time. You're bleeding out.
Demiurge having a chance to talk about what it is that he saw in that man's mind.
And with you, I feel like the problem, and he as he's talking about it, is that like he's using a lot more. He's stuttering every time he's saying it because he can't seem to say it very well, which is usually harder which is usually like he's a little bit more eloquent than that usually when he's able to describe things, but when he's talking about the being on the slate on the morgue and something about that is he's confused because he doesn't recognize what a morgue is, for lack of a better term. He's never been to one. He's never been on a slab for one. So he's describing it as like he was in a hospital. That he was in a something that resembled a hospital or may have been turned into a hospital. But by his own definition, let me try that actually in character. Sorry. By the own context clues I could figure out with the memory of it, I don't understand why they would be putting other people other than that metal person that you were fighting, Atomica, through something like that. Though, I guess that's one of the things that Thule may be known for. I don't know. I've heard Thule like as a comic book thing. No pun intended. But like,
If you're trying to figure out why evil people do evil things, it's probably because they're evil. French fry.
but evil usually has a reason, though.
I agree
Or at least
with you.
you know something for it, right?
People make choices because they feel like that's the choice they have to make. No one does something just because they want to twirl their mustache. And this place is fucking rotten, so of course you're gonna get rotten fruits in it.
Rotten fruits that pull people from suburbia, like we saw today. That the suburbia one I can understand. I'm more concerned about what. I can understand some of the suburbia. I can't understand why they would go, oh yeah, now you're part of a thing that is dealing with fringe science, for lack of a better term, turning people into body snatchers or something to that degree.
Where
Not
do you
fringe
think...
science, just deeply unethical.
Oh my god, I love you. Are you more
Well, not
concerned with
really.
where they're
Shitty,
pulling
right?
them from? People like this, you get wrapped up in this shit, are just people. They don't have you aren't special when you get wrapped up into something like that. It's just somebody does. Has to be somebody.
Yeah, basically, you can't run an experiment and you can't create a super soldier if you don't have experimental materials and ready access to super soldier material. That means people.
That's logical, I suppose. I just don't have the brain pass to be able to understand the why of that, I suppose. Like, I understand it happens. I understand that they're jackasses and they're evil people. I just couldn't ever see myself doing that. And I worry, like, try to understand why people would to try to help. I don't know. Is it?
I don't think possibly devil's advocate is best solution for this.
I'm not
Like, you
asking
don't
the devil's
need to-
advocate. I'm just
No,
trying to
I'm
figure
saying
out.
like you don't have to understand from their side of their point of view what is happening. Just know that you feel they did bad, and
They did. And they do.
yes, and this is bad thing, and we are here to stop them, and you should just try to get over it. I'm not good at this kind of thing. Maybe someone else take over.
No, he's got a point. I would recommend getting over it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
I
see?
think you should
She's
question
doctor. She
everything.
should listen.
Yeah, get over it, sure. You do what you gotta do at the end of the day, but I don't think you should just follow orders. You should figure out why what they do why they think they're doing something that's right? If you understand
Mhm.
it, you could interact with it better.
That's exactly where I'm trying to go at with it, because
I'm not saying you need to forgive anybody. I'm just saying understanding other people's circumstances gives you insight in the way the government hires hackers for security programmers.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with any of y'all. Like, I'm going to get over it eventually. Like, this is not going to stop me from punching some fucking dudes in the face. They fucking deserve it. There's no question about that. It's just more of the, I guess, idle wondering of what the fuck brought them there, and wondering if we're, like, shit. You saw the fucking thing about, like, that these people, or at least they get brought in with ideas, like being brought in because they think Prometheans are a plague or whatever the fuck their thing was, and
It's
I
power.
can't help but
At the end of the day, it's power. People want to be the ones in power. Once the Promethean rain hit, that changed so much shit. We were all fighting about shit before, who has a bigger bomb, right? Now we are walking living bombs. The game has to change too. So if they have to engineer it to keep up, then that's what they do to solve the problems, right?
They made more. That answers that question. Yeah. Sorry for.
Don't.
I feel dumb. I feel dumb for bringing this up because it feels like you all have more experience with this than I do. Like, this is my first actual assignment. Like, actual assignment. Like, I've been a part of Horizon for a while, but not on a team, if that makes sense.
You're
Longer.
definitely going to have to steel yourself to some of this shit. Like,
Oh yeah,
we're going to see some crazy shit, man. It's going
we
to suck.
we saw some crazy shit like the other day. That was already crazy enough. We rocked it. Like, I don't have any problem with doing the crazy shit. It's the fallout and the sleeping afterwards, and the terms of, like, I don't know, man. I'm not good at voicing this stuff. I feel like I'm wasting y'all's time. I feel bad.
You shouldn't.
Indeed. Anyone who brings me out of my lab for more than 3 seconds is wasting my time. So really that applies to the vast majority of the human race.
You still believe in time
French
traveling
fry.
and Animal Crossing? Hush.
It's more efficient.
It's...
I like time travel.
Okay, back on topic. But, like, no... Let me try this one more time. I feel like it's getting the point across, and I feel like I'm doing a bad job, and I'm sorry I'm taking up time, but we're dealing with people that have no compunctions with treating people like cattle. Not that this is any different, but at the same time, it's hitting really close to home, and I didn't expect it to, and I don't know how to process it other than getting over it does not actually help me get over it.
Who
The
put you on
words
this
get
team?
over it doesn't help. I don't know how to do it.
I wouldn't anticipate they would. Nothing I've said or done has been particularly comforting. I could lean across the table, reach my hand over, and go, there. But soft sciences, psychology,
We both know
interactions
that's not
between
helping.
people.
Yeah, that doesn't help too much. Like, doing things about it, like going to
Exactly.
kick their ass tomorrow, will help for sure.
There you
Okay,
go.
let's do that then.
You say that, right? Are we planning on starting a mosh pit in the middle of fucking Jones Beach?
Yes, there's a plan, right? We
That
go
is-
there and we...
No! Specifically, quiet, subtle. We're supposed to not make the news. If we start a fight in the middle of Jones Beach, guess what is going to be front page with a bunch of people who were looking to villainize us?
I don't know. I feel like beating up Nazis is like you get a banana sticker.
Sipping banana shake.
Wait, love
I
banana
hear
shakes
you.
so much.
Could we talk to Cityscape and ask him? Because have we talked to Cityscape yet about what the fuck we found? You might have a better idea than just rolling in there and beating face.
Also, it would save us from getting in trouble if we ask ahead of time what they want us to do about it.
Well, yes, obviously Building Man will tell us what to do, but I am hoping that this involves me doing a lot of these and you doing a lot of these, because fuck these guys, honestly.
No,
Like I will follow the rules. If Building Man says, "Hey, you guys go be super quiet and just look at them," then I will just look at them. But if something happens, I will also punch them. This is where I'm at. Is this
we're all on
agreeable?
the same page with that.
Okay. All right, so we go report to him.
We should probably
Yeah.
check on him anyway.
Did we bring him checkers? Do you
We
want
should.
checkers? Anyone ask him?
I did not pay for enough checkers.
Fair enough.
If he wants
Oh,
checkers,
oh.
he can get his own checkers.
Yeah, he probably whatever. Knock knock on his door.
Make small portal to the
Having
the fast food window of Checkers
Oh
to steal someone's
God.
order as they're getting it. Stands there quietly, not saying anything to anyone.
the door is not locked. There's no specific
I'm
wait, what?
opening the door. Hey, we're home.
Door opens up and in the Panopticon, this large domed room with not a single monitor on it, sits in his large stone chair the statuesque form of Cityscape. I say statuesque because he is very much stone right now. You can see that he's wandering with his mind, so to speak.
Hey, big guy, we bought you Checkers! She shakes a bear.
He's not a dog.
We don't know that, actually.
Oh, come on.
He could be a
possible.
many dog eye of the city.
I'd rather treat our, whatever.
Inorganic.
We have a report.
The
Is this a good time?
statue, the eyes drift in your direction. Blink slowly. You can hear the stone rolling against stone. As he just kind of leans forward, his clothing and skin becoming pliable once more, as it's like he was beneath a cement surface and he is now walking through the rippling surface. The cement kind of coming off of him as he steps up from the chair and looks down at the three of you. He's wearing a CBGB shirt, khaki cargo shorts, Doc Martens that aren't laced. He just kind of looks around. You... All right, what do you got? Sorry, I was everywhere just now.
Fully-
I'm here now.
Fully
What's
loaded
going on?
fries and a Coke? She just starts handing it over.
He kind of looks at it, confused.
It's... You might need the calories for obvious reasons.
He's looking at it the way an anachronistic tribal leader would look at a cell phone presented to them for the first time. He's looking at it like he doesn't understand what it's for. Like
We got food and
genuine
we brought you some.
confusion on his face. Oh, right. Yeah. Food. I'll
When was...
have it later. He walks over and puts it on a... He actually, walks over as he puts his foot on the ground near the wall. Just a piece of stone just slides out. He puts it on this now table that was not there before. He leans over against it, rolls his neck. So, what do you got?
I'll do a report this time. Is this fun?
I don't mind. Go
Oh
ahead.
God.
Okay, this will. So
I'll help
basically,
correct if you miss.
yes. So basically, we take the briefcase. Briefcase leads us to Grandma's house. Grandma has two sons, possibly both, or sorry, one son and granddaughter. I don't know. But anyway, he's Nazi. We break his guns and piss in his safe, and then we find out about Nazi party, not like a political party, but they're actually having a party, like a rager tomorrow on the beach, and I would like your permission to go fuck them up.
It's mildly more complicated than that.
I
But
gather.
I think I checked big boxes, correct?
You did check big boxes, but context is necessary.
Atomica, help me out here.
So, after our little foray onto the docks last night, we recovered some kind of explosive device filled with promethium, a fist-sized sample of the stuff. Looks like it's set up to explode in perhaps some kind of a dispersal pattern. Analyzing the case, we found a fingerprint, led us to checks notes, Stan Herschel Gibbon. Lives on Long Island, so we took it upon ourselves to do a very quick and thorough investigation. Long story short, he definitely has ties to the, oh crap, what's the name of that group that's attached
Thule
to
Battalion.
the Thule Battalion, thank you. He's definitely got ties to the Thule Battalion, and we're hoping that through a gathering of the Loud Lads tomorrow night, he just has the gritted teeth, we might be able to see who he's been associating with and move further up the chain on this. And yes, there was a grandma.
Okay. How many we got one of them?
Yeah.
How many were there total?
Everybody walked away with one?
There were 5 total. We got one by the skin of our teeth.
2 made off with a group called the
Crossbones and
what we think it was. You familiar with the Battery?
Yeah. They've been around. I've seen them do some jobs in the city before. They're violent, well armed. What is it that... what were they doing with them?
Purchasing them from the Thule Battalion.
Oh. So, Thule is selling these.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I don't know, that's really weird. As he's rubbing his neck, he's walking around, he's sort of pacing a bit. Thule is selling? Thule's about getting things done. Thule isn't about being like the moneymaker.
they were still doing a trade deal, though.
Bills.
Could they be trying
They
to
were-
make somebody else make a move for them that's advantageous for what their overarching goal is?
I doubt it. They were pretty upset that they weren't getting paid when we crashed the party.
Huh.
The money seemed to be what was most important to them. They need financing.
And
Who was that guy you were fighting?
Oh, yes. Jesus.
Full commander.
The Metal Man, yeah.
A Wolfgang Gungnir? Does that sound familiar at all?
I don't know. I'm not up on my old Unknown Soldier serials. Maybe check the files. Maybe see if there's anything on him from the war. Or if he's a new addition. Maybe there's something we have. That sounds like a dumb made-up name anyway.
Not wrong.
My name's literally Dr. Atomica. I just assume that's part and parcel with what we're doing.
Oh, no. That just sounds like he's... What I mean is it doesn't sound like an actual person's name. It sounds like he's try-hard cosplaying a member of the Third Reich.
Do you?
I gotta stretch my
Yeah,
legs.
man. Do we need to come back? Like you seem pretty tired.
He is really out of it as he's walking around. He just kind of holds his hand up. He's like, I need to stretch my legs. He looks over at a watch, that was sitting on the stone chair. Oh, yeah, I really need to stretch my legs. Last time I was out of the chair was when I sent you off in the first place.
That was over a day ago.
Yeah, sorry, I fall into the city sometimes. It's getting comfortable.
Demi steps forward. What do you mean?
Oh, this is... This feels
I get the
weirder.
transforming part. I'm confused about the comfortable part.
Let me explain. I find myself feeling more comfortable with the city than I am like this lately. I don't know, it just feels more right. It's strange. Trying not to force myself to stay in too long. That's why I've been keeping track. That's the longest it's been in a while.
This is relativity now.
Hmm? No, do not tell my sister. I'll tell her when I get around to it. Right now we got more important shit to do, and hey, it's useful when I know when areas of the city start blanking out. It usually means something's about to happen.
Huh.
But
We
huh?
were wondering. We all couldn't really fully figure out what they were doing with the bombs. Do you have any? Can you feel promethium? Does that cause any blank spots for you, or?
It's not part of the city, so I wouldn't feel it.
Just making sure it wasn't. It was a thought of, well, what if they're using it to create a blank spot to do something? Could it be used like fuck.
Like chef, basically.
Yeah, that was another option.
Seems a bit big for a chef grenade, but I'm not.
Well, it depends on
aware.
how big the
he's
job
literally
is.
the entire city now.
I don't know. Never really contemplated that. I don't get my hands on this stuff. I mean, it's that shit's heavily regulated.
We have like a couple pounds of it in the office if you need.
Come to think of it, if it's regulated, can't you track it with like taxing and stuff like that? Shouldn't there be
No.
like customs?
Yeah, legit shit. Stuff that's being sent to certified labs. What I'm
I
saying
don't
is
think-
that if it gets caught out, it's a felony to have it.
That
I
doesn't
don't
stop
think
people.
Fool bought it from Walmart.
Yeah. You're not picking this stuff up off the street, and especially if it's in the amount that you said it was. I don't know, find out what Thule is doing, getting paid for shit. Why this shift in the money, and find out what Crossbones wants to do with all this shit.
Hmm.
You gotta lead in one direction, start following it. Maybe something else will shake out while you're doing it.
Looks like we're going to Nazi party then.
And he walks over to the food on the table, looks at it, confused for a moment, picks up a fry, cheese, bacon dripping off of it. I mean, it's a loud lads get together, right?
Which means I'm gonna get my ass kicked if I go there.
They start shit up anyway, so if shit gets started, shit gets started.
Make sure they hit first.
Takes another bite. Just don't end up on screen anywhere.
Stakeout then. That seems like
I
a
think I
better
can take
option
care.
than being in the fucking fray of it, but that's just me.
I mean, I
If
heard.
we're worried about cameras, don't be. I can take care of that.
I mean, everyone's got a camera in their back pocket, so don't be overconfident.
Like I said, I can take care of that.
He chews the French fry with like trepidation almost, and a little bit of like.
How am food?
He's really having trouble.
Tell me of your Earth food. God, he's like me on Dagashi.
As he just kind of
Question for GM.
yeah.
Have I ever been able to like read his mind via telepathy before?
Have you been rude enough to attempt it?
I don't think so.
Whoa.
And I figure it, I don't know.
Getting inside
was going
somebody's
to
head without asking is rude.
True.
If you haven't asked, then no. Unless you have decided you want to invade his mind.
Not really. I feel like that's gonna make me dive too deep on that too. Knowing my luck with telepathy.
He takes the thing of fully loaded fries, walks back over to the chair, sits down, and does his best to work through the French fries.
Thank God.
As it looks like he's trying to remember how to eat them.
I just leaned down next to Demi. He's eating. Be happy.
I know. I'm just concerned. That's all. But
All right, we'll
If
keep
that's
all beatings to the back alley, and hopefully have some news for you soon.
He looks up. Yeah, that'll be good.
you should go take a walk when you can.
Yeah, you were actually standing up to do the walking.
Oh,
Walk with the fries.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I guess I can do both. He stands up and just kind of like pours some of the fries into his face as he just walks out of the room, heading out.
Man, the big guy keeps getting worse.
When was the last time he left, like, this building?
I don't know. I don't even think I've seen him leave the building.
I've only ever met him in this room.
Has Threshold seen him outside of the building during various ankle monitor incidents?
She saw him twice outside of the building.
Yeah, he can leave the building. He's not shackled to the building. I have seen him
Right.
leave. Just doesn't seem to want it anymore.
I wonder if the comfort is... I don't know. I'm curious about the comfortable kind of thing. That's the thing I'm stuck on personally, but it's more of a
I think
He
honestly,
likes being
we
here.
should
He
just
likes
build
being
him,
in the
like,
city.
Tinder profile. Maybe
That's
maybe he needs lady time. I don't know. He's big funk. I don't know.
companionship, yes. Tinder, no. Companionship, definitely, though.
Also, how do you know it's Tinder? He may be more of a grinder.
True.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know him personally. Like, he's whatever he would like. We would have to
How
find
about-
out, of course.
How about, I got a better idea. How about,
Or they?
Do you know
I
any
don't
small
know.
parties?
I don't
No,
know
no,
how he identifies.
no, I'm about to say, do you know any small parties, like relatively low-key ones? Try asking if he wants to go to
Literally
one
my
of those.
life to know where parties are. That's
Why I'm
think
asking.
Super strength is my Prometheum, but no, it's my ability to find the best party in like 2-block area.
That's
Oh,
why I'm
something
asking.
on my lab is in fire. Excuse me.
So as Demi and as the Demi Bog in the morning show continues discussing party locations.
You probably can hear us.
We will kind of surge forward a little bit into preparations for the get-together out on Jones Beach. You know that it's going to be further away from the main parking lots. So the way Jones Beach is built is it's a long barrier island. There's a lot of beachfront. It's separated by fields, each field being numbered. This one's happening over Field 9, which is one of the further ones away from the main... Damn it. I was just thinking about further away.
I was hoping that you would say the nudist beach one by accident.
No, not Field 5. We're not going to Field 5. It is out by Field 9, which is one of the more... that's getting towards the privately owned beachfronts. It's set for 11 p.m. Public beaches close at midnight. But they're not exactly well patrolled. So going out there and getting together out on the beach is kind of a way to... Well, because they're closed and they're not well patrolled, people just go out there and able to spend time out there. In terms of being able to get there, you already have your transportation sorted.
Anyone think to ask, or are we just assuming?
Turns and looks.
Looks.
It's the most efficient way.
You're all gonna become fat. You should walk occasionally.
What?
Yeah. I'm not a bus. I'm not a school bus. She says, complaining as she's creating the rip in reality. Do I look like a school bus driver? I swear. You know,
Thank you, Miss Frizzle walks through.
Yeah, I hands in pockets. I say nothing and walk through.
I did say thank you. And leans back in. I will
you.
cook for you.
You can't lean back in. That's not the way the portal works. It's a one-way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Try to. Oh fuck.
That's what you get for trying to be sassy.
No.
Chernobog.
I mean, Cherno's still on the other side though, unless Cherno already walked through.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Fair enough. Concern though, if we're gonna be this far out, what is the... We didn't think of a plan, did we?
Nope.
We're just here to scope out. We'll figure it out on the fly. That's how we do our best work. In the field.
Is this tomorrow already?
Yeah, I was skipping forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did we go in full attire, or are we doing civvies?
Hell no.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
there
going
would
in
be
normal
like
clothes.
a break what we're doing kind of thing.
I had offered that you were planning for the thing, and
Okay.
then portals were opened, and we're walking through on things. Okay. I'm not gonna force you to just go through. That's what you did. I'm not gonna be that GM. No. Your characters would have planned this out ahead of time. So check off some boxes for yourselves on what your preparations would be, like civvies or going in costume versus what you're willing to do once you get there, that kind of stuff. Please discuss that before you do it.
I'm going to cities.
So everyone here is passable except me, obviously.
Ooh, what are we gonna do about that?
Yeah, so like you guys can wear whatever you want.
What if we wrap your
guess I
hair
wear
like that
big
lady in Power
hats.
Rangers?
Yeah.
Like Rita Repulsa?
Yeah, just cover the horses with the hair.
One moment, I disappear into a closet. I reappear holding just a very, very large straw hat with a blue band around the...
This is your solution? I thought there would be like some sort of hologram or something. You give me a hat?
Why would I put a hologram on you? No, it's just a big hat.
But like, make them not be able to see them. My head, like, you literally just put hat on it?
Have you tried it on?
Okay. Puts hat on.
They actually cover it. The hat actually works. This is
The thing
comic
about
book logic.
engineering is that it's not about what you can add to something, it's about what you can subtract, and the simplest machine you can use for a job is the most efficient and reliable. Engineering 101.
You do look drunk.
Wear the damn hat.
That's literally not how engineers work, though. I've met many engineers. Overcomplicate everything as much as fucking possible.
Okay,
That's how they get
they're
paid.
bad engineers then. Theory versus
Yes,
practice. Look,
they
just wear the
all
damn
are.
hat.
The hat
Look, I'm going
works,
in
by the way.
semis.
Okay, so I have hat now. I guess I wear slacks and t-shirt. I don't know. What does Nazi wear? I don't know.
They probably wear khakis and polo shirts. So
Polos.
anything that's not that. Yeah.
So I wear khakis?
Do you want to look like one?
Yes, like we're going to that party. We don't want to walk up and look like fucking us. Like,
I didn't. True.
like if they see us, it's not good to be good. Like, hey, I am Bob, Joe's cousin. Like, it's better than, hey, look at me, I'm ice cream salesman. Like, how do I explain I'm there? I'm there for Nazi party.
Ice cream salesman.
I mean, we could be ice cream salesmen.
I would love
Would you
some
like
ice
me
cream.
to bring Van and pull up and ask if they want ice cream with music playing? Because this is a fun idea, honestly.
We could make one.
I feel like we're getting a little mistruth. I will just
Yeah.
dress like I think the Nazis will dress. Is this agree? We just kind of want to blend in like normal people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. You got a good
my
look
key?
at armband, correct?
Oh.
Let's not go as far as the armband unless everyone has one, and then we'll talk about it.
No, that's what I'm
We'll
saying.
talk
I would
about
like
why
to have
everyone has
armband
one.
just in case I can throw one on. Maybe have a conversation.
Not the worst idea.
Could
Yeah.
always ask where they got theirs.
Look, it's
That's-
Horizon. We can literally like 3D print people here. Like
You
we
don't-
can make armbands.
Yeah, and
What?
you don't ask where do you get your armband from? That's like asking to be called a cop.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty simple plan. So I guess besides dress, what we do there? Are we
Mingle?
trying to talk to them? Or are we watching with binoculars, like some weird peep show? Like what are we doing?
I
I
prefer.
prefer binoculars.
Yeah, me too. I like to watch, at least for a little while before I join in. Like get a feel for how things go first.
Overspell.
Okay, so you guys want to watch from far. What do you want to do, Doctor? What would you like me to do? I feel like I'm not the one who should be making plan at all. I just want to go punch these people.
That could be the plan still.
We do need to talk to them at least in some capacity because we need to figure out if they're doing recruiting, who they're doing the recruiting towards, so that we can follow so we can follow the line back to the Thule Battalion and find out what they want to do with the money. We don't know where the Thule Battalion is. This is our only lead to the Thule Battalion. So,
Okay, so we
we need to
see who
we
looks
either
like
talk
Big
to some-
Dick and follow him. Like I don't know.
we can also just talk to these people and again ingratiate ourselves to them.
Okay.
All right, so I'll bring beer.
Is it?
Men love beer. This is a good
Yes.
idea.
Are there women in Thule Battalion? Like how Nazi are they with like things? Is this known?
Question.
That's
We'll
a
be
fair point.
okay.
I will put a few details out there for you. It's a general gathering. They're not wearing any kind of special like signifier thing.
Yeah, they get arrested.
It's
And not in America.
well, they're wearing the subtle shit. We're all gonna
Yeah.
wear Hawaiian shirts, that crap.
Yeah.
It was found that you would know who is going to be if if the person was supposed to be there, they were going to be wearing a specific, like, American flag pin on the lapel. Easily found, one of those things. Not something that you can't get your hands on so you can look like you want. You're going in disguises. Easy enough.
Okay.
This is not as... It's specifically against Prometheans, is the Loud Lads thing. A lot of the mentality of it has shifted from... The people with powers are the ones to be most concerned with, is basically their MO. And it is a BYOB event.
Okay.
So this is our Entomans. Don't want to be rude.
I'm going to die.
You're not gonna die. We're gonna beat the shit out of somebody in a back alleyway. We're gonna strangle them to death with one of those little showers that they have on the
Okay,
boardwalk.
wait.
It'll be
Let
delightful.
me put it to you this way: Glass is going to kill us if we don't fuck this up.
Listen,
Glass will never find out.
Don't jinx it.
listen, I'll send Glass a delightful picture of us while we do our thing.
That's gonna be. Oh my god.
I do it all the time. Why do you think she's angry all the time? It's great.
She is angry all of the time.
Oh my god. Look, I'm going to be as quiet as I can, and I'm not going. I know I will trip over, and I will eventually say something that will piss somebody off.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything on this.
Demi,
one.
focus on scanning people while we talk to them. You
That
can
I
stay
can do.
back.
I can do that.
Gather your intel off of the conversations we're having with people. We'll try and get them talking about things of interest, and while that's happening, you try and dig around. Right?
That works. I can do that.
Okay. Atomica, do you have any kind of equipment to help us with surveillance while we're there? We can't have eyes on everywhere, but you have 800 gadgets that could.
Yeah, no, any number of things. Drones, my own sensor suite.
We have comms.
If anybody's got their cell phone turned on, I can scan their phones.
Okay.
Take your pick.
We could start with that. No one's gonna get lost. If anyone's separated, we can still get in contact with each other. You're not gonna die. And we will hopefully not kill anyone this day. Like, it's gonna be a... Turns to turn box.
Yes.
Hopefully not kill anyone this day.
Unless they punch first.
With that said, the ocean, keep an eye on the tides. Don't put a body in when the tide's coming in. You're gonna look real dumb in front of your friends.
You've thought about this a lot.
Old habits die hard.
With that,
I like it.
Threshold gets a call.
Bring, bring.
It's the pic I sent, isn't it? Yeah,
Well, it's... I mean, I didn't mean a call. I meant a text.
a text.
Yeah. Need a pickup, Cyperion, and then coordinates.
Who the fuck is Cyperion? Said.
What? Say, isn't that like living weapon guy? What? What?
Oh.
Hold on. Wait. Why is Hyperion texting you?
No, I
No.
think I have to pick them up.
What? What?
Coordinates? Oh, fuck, she starts plugging it into Google Earth. Need pictures, not cool.
The coordinates are for New Paltz, New York. All the way upstate.
She slumps while putting the thing of beer down.
It is from Glass, and it is a 911.
Alright, guys. I could
Turns
send...
out you do look like a bus driver.
I'm gonna crash all the children into a tree. Alright, children, get in the bus, because I gotta go. I could send
the
you guys
frick? No
off,
way.
but I have to send you without me.
This
Understood.
gonna be okay.
And as the portal opens, and Atomica, Demiurge, and Chernobog prepare to go off to begin their surveillance, Threshold needs to go pick up another individual and bring them upstate to New Paltz where Threshold will be appearing on this week's episode of Heroes of the Horizon. And that is where we are ending tonight's episode of Sentinels.
I'm a bus driver, damn it.
Yep,
Thanks, Miss
afraid
Chris.
so, hun.
That's my vampire, wrong game.
Oh, well, fair enough.
That's it for us tonight, folks. We will catch you next time. And until we see you again, remember to always stay evil. Good night, everybody.
Good night.